Hi. I had to shoot stinky away. Hello. Good morning, y'all. How you doing? Hello. Hello. Welcome in there, Simon and Ben the Hooer. Let's go. I hope you guys are having a grand old day. I know I am. I'm gonna be real with you. I ate something that I did not cook this time. All right, welcome in, Revel. How you doing? It's always when I don't cook. Actually, no. For the past few days, every food I eat at home has been killing me. Yesterday, I got some rice, and there were these like meat things, right? And I grabbed it. I was like, hell yeah, I'd eat some meat with my rice. Why the fuck not? And while eating it, I was like, damn, something smells off. I wonder if it's the rice. So my mom said, no, we made this rice like last night. It's not bad. Trust. I was like, all right. I keep eating it, and then I'm like, damn, this smell is not really getting any better, is it? And then I take a sniff. I take a little out of the meat thing that I was eating. It was bad. It was clearly bad. And I took another bite, and I was like, surely, how bad can meat even get, right? You know when you get flashbanged? You know when in video games you get flashbanged and sometimes they hit you with like freeze frames and just like being like, oh, kinda feeling? That's how I felt. Hoy there! Or dere. I read that as dere. Hello! Kain! Nailed it. Kitsune. Are you a kitsune? But that is what happened. I sound very stuffy. Is that my headphones or is that my microphone? It's not my microphone, it's probably my headphones. Foxy boy, oh, let's fucking go. Man, I like kitsune designs. I'm gonna be real with you, I am entirely thinking of otome games. I always enjoy the kitsune archetype. Archetype? I don't fucking know. But hello. I need to draw pants right now. Ooh, how exciting. What kind of pants you drawing? But yeah, I experienced that all night long. Did not really sleep too well. Gonna be real with you. Oof. Every time I would lay down, it would feel like I'm like I keep laying down. Like it's like I lay down and then I lay down again and then I wake up and oh my god, my head is dizzy. And I don't know how, but I managed to sleep like 2 hours at least. But then I woke up and I was like, wow, I'm feeling it. But here I am because nothing's coming out from either end, so I can't really do anything. I am, however, eating bread with Nutella on it because that makes me feel better about life. Oh, that sounds a lot better. Hello? Why do I sound just... Okay, you little bastard cats. You gotta not do that. Oh no, ad break. Brand new ad break. Alright. I sound fine. My volume was just really low. But hello, how you guys doing? I'm going to finish my sandwich while life continues. Alright, there is BGM. Alright, cool. It would be nice if I could throw up, but that's just not happening. So here I am. Slightly baggy ones. Ooh, let's get that Y2K aesthetics. Need to slowly finish my ref boy. Ooh, how exciting. Reference sheets are jarring, man. I don't know how to make reference sheets. 10 30 seconds ads is wild. 10? 30 seconds? But it's a 3-minute ad every hour. Is that like 4, 5 ads? I don't know. Too many ads. I'm not a fan. Ads no fun, man. I wish you guys could still hear me with the ads. You know? What if I'm saying like something really important? You can see this. Maybe I should have like live captions down there. Maybe that might help. Would that help? I don't know. I don't know. I should have a stream elements thing too. I should have a lot of things, you know? That's what I should have. The ability to do things is another good one. I love cat hair stuck on my food. That really makes it like 10 times more appetizing than it is. You know? Oh yeah, today I have to read you guys' poems. Welcome back from ads. I'm gonna whip out your poems. I'm gonna read them out loud. I could take a screenshot of them and read them as we go, but I'll wait. I'll wait before I do that. I'm gonna think of a new adventure quest for you guys too. I kinda wanna do like a like a Halloween thing, like spoopy month thing, you know? Maybe you guys can design a costume for me. That would be fun. Ma, you're not allowed. No one's allowed at my table anymore. There's so much cat hair all the time. I only eat during streams now on my table. Otherwise, I just eat downstairs now. Alright, cool. Sandwich done. Let me fix my room. My cats destroyed everything. Alright. Let's get to working. Off stream, I did work on the hoodie just a tiny bit. That is my contribution to this project since the last time I streamed it. It went quite well, I'd say. What's this? What are we working on today? My hoodie. Because I really need to get a visual on what my hoodie should look like. So this is what I've done so far. I need to use my brain to figure out the ears because they're not okay. From all of the what's it called? References I've seen, they usually what I've seen is that people would put the ears of the hoodie in the furthest most back of all the layers. So it's kind of like a sticker on the back. So when they move their head, the ears are still on the back. However, what I want to do is have them look the way that it looks on my 3D model. So it's kind of like pasted right here, and my 3D model is gonna. Let me show you. It's gonna look like this layer is going to stay with me pretty much. Because the goal is we want to move this, I think. I don't know. We kind of I want to move it like that, sort of. Or more accurately, I suppose. I want to, hold on, let me get my pen out. Well, now, our stream without a pen, what the fuck? I just want a separate layer for shading and stuff. That's what I want. So that's why I have that going on. But I also have to figure out how to actually stick my ears to my head because I kind of want them to be floppy, That would be fun. But how much of this am I going to be able to do? I don't know. I'm not feeling sick at the moment, but it might happen. I should really just give up and start getting food from outside now. Fuck trying to be like a DIY baddie. Can't do that anymore. Keep getting sick. Keep eating food that just kills me. And it's unintentional, of course. It's not like I'm intending to eat rotten food. And everyone else eats the food too. It's only rotten when I eat it. I think I'm cursed. I think I am cursed. Are you cooking it properly? I wasn't the one that cooked the food this time. As for how properly I can cook the food, well, one can try. And I do my best to try. It's just the outcomes. The outcome is never what I intended to be. I think I give you guys like extra stress when I tell you how I eat my food. And I don't mean to eat it bad. I like to eat like regular human food. Just the world hates me. I'm cursed. I like to pace around my room sometimes, especially when I have been working for so long or so many hours, and I like to like step away and just walk around slightly in my room. I think of ideas and stuff. So that's like and I take my shoes off when I do it too, right? I don't have my house shoes on. So I'm just like pacing around. Tell me why. Tell me why on my rug. Now, no one is in my house. No, not in my house. No one's in my room. No one goes to my room. Tell me why there was a pin in my carpet. There was a pin in my carpet. That's crazy. A pin has no business being in my carpet. And if that pin was in my carpet for a very long while, it would have been there. It would have been there many months ago because that carpet, I did not take it out. I just fucking vacuum over it. I don't fucking clean my carpet. What the fuck? I'm not gonna do that. Fuck. But that pin, dude, this is what it looked like, right? Like, you know, like the regular pins, right? Right? This is a regular normal pin. This pin was like that. It was bent like that, and I stepped on it. But it actually just stuck to my toe, and I kept walking. I was like, wow, that's a weird thing to be stuck on my toe. I wonder what it is. It's a fucking pin, dude. What the fuck? I think I'm hexed. I'm cursed. I did something. I don't know what I did, but I did something. What does this? Ah. There's so many buttons on my tablet that I probably should learn how to use, but oh well. I'm just very comfortable with my keyboard, not gonna lie. Oh, damn, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Quabs. I was gonna not stream today so I can lay down and be like, I'm sick. But then I thought about how I just did not stream at all last week, and so I felt bad, and now here I am. So if I do throw up, you guys have no one to blame but yourselves. On stream, I mean. I have vacuumed my room so many times in the 4 years I've been in this house. Found a piece of glass in the carpet 5 minutes ago. How? How does that happen? Where does it even come from? Because the pin being around here is just like impossible. There's not a single pin in my house. It's not even that maybe Stinky found something, and no one uses pins. Where the fuck did it come from? Had broken glass in my room was when the delivery guys broke my PC case in January. Damn, that guy really was hidden, huh? It was like, oh, I hope Revel doesn't find me here. That would be crazy. All right, we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on in life in general, if you think about it. Would you think about it? No, what the fuck is this supposed to be? Ah, I get it. I understand. I need to figure out my ears because I have to make the front part of my ears, right? It's gonna be the front part. Then there's gonna be the back part that looks like that. Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's enough. Also, why aren't you symmetried? I have to sneeze. Hold on. Oh my, it went away. Ah! I feel very lethargic. Hope you guys don't mind if I'm low energy today. I also have Gatorade. My new obsession. Are you supposed to drink Gatorade before or after working out? Because it is just like a hydration boost, you know? I do my workouts on the floor. I used the carpet cleaner twice and vacuumed since I don't know how. I've only recently found it. That's crazy though. All those what's it called? Encounter moment, and it just never happened. During and after. Well, I'm gonna be drinking it right now because somebody finished all the milk from the fridge. And I can't drink the other milk, it makes my tummy hurt. And my tummy already hurting. I don't need more reason for my tummy to hurt. Why does my model just randomly desync? I'm right here, you still see me. I say to my camera. What's your favorite Gatorade flavor? I actually like the red/orange one. Not a fan of the blue one. The blue one seems too artificial. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, it is artificial, but you get it. Is too much Gatorade a thing? Oh, fuck no. Since I kicked soda out of my diet, I like light blue and lemon. Ooh. I think this is just the orange one. I think. Damn, model, stop desyncing. I'm not even going anywhere. I don't drink sodas if I can help it. I can't help it when we're out and about and I get like the biggest, juiciest burger and I'm like, oh. Ooh. Some Coke would go great, or Pepsi. Whichever one. I don't like Sprite. I'm sorry, I don't like Sprite. If I wanted to be electrocuted, I would just go lick a fucking socket. I do not like Sprite. I also don't like Fanta. I don't like orange soda. I used to really like it when I was a kid. Now when I drink it, I feel like I just instantly got injected with diabetes. You know? It is so insanely sweet and unpleasant. I really don't like any kind of orange soda. I had strawberry soda too once. Ugh, that was not good. That was not good. Any kind of fruit soda, I don't trust it. You know? I like my sodas like I like my... Oi, bastard, that's my fucking phone. I like my sodas like I like my toilet cleaners, you know? Very effective, very effective. Can take the gunk out of toilets so well. That's crazy if you think about how corrosive soda is. That's crazy. I think it's only Coke though. I don't know. Could be wrong. Can't really have too much Gatorade. Water poisoning is a thing. Ah, that is true. That is true. I probably should not be chasing Gatorade with water. Probably should avoid that, huh? What? What do you want? You cuddled with me all night long. Didn't let me sleep. Put your tail in my mouth too. Stinky. That's not Stinky. Mao is with me. Mao is very affectionate these days, if you know what I mean. Is it impulsive buying if you've been thinking about buying something for like weeks now? And finally you just crack one day and you're like, you know what, this is not a necessity, but I just want it really bad. Is that like is that impulsive shopping? I don't know anymore. I did that yesterday. I ordered a bunch of jewelry. I don't need jewelry, I just really wanted to. Was it expensive? A little bit, but it's been so long since I treated myself, you know? I keep thinking for some reason that I'm gonna move out. I see no near future event happening that would suggest me moving out. But I keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna move out. I'm not gonna be able to carry all this stuff with me to my new house or whatever. Now I'm just buying shit. I want shoes too, but I have too many shoes. I have too many shoes that I can't wear Actually, I don't have too many shoes. I just have shoes. Yeah. And they're very specific to each outfit. It's not even something I can just... Actually, I have a bunch of Converse. I wear those. I like those. I also have boots. I wear a lot of boots. I like those. But sometimes you just want to dress cool, and I just don't have cool shoes. I used to not be a fan of like Nikes and stuff. But now, they look so nice. Okay, you're up on my lap now. Why? Why can't you leave me alone? Soda is just slightly acidic, so it helps break some things down. Slightly, you say? I don't know how to feel about that. There is a cat here on my eyeball. There we go. Got it. Oh my god, Mao is here. Stinky is here actively trying to chew on my pen holder. You bastard. How dare you? This is such an eventful day, dude. So eventful. Could you both, like, leave? Oh my god. Stinky, get out. I can't even... Stinky sits behind my tablet. I can't even fucking reach her. Get the fuck out, little bastard. Go. There we go. Oh my god. I'm sick and tired of your hair. everywhere. Impulse buying is you see it, you buy it. If you've been sitting on it for a while, it's just buying. Haha. Lemons are also acidic, but do they instantly clean your toilet? I don't know. I mean, they probably do. Actually, they do. Lemon and baking soda, isn't that like the combo? Wait, shoo, go away. But leave me to my own circumstances, and so on and so forth. Anyways. At least lemon is, I was gonna say it's naturally occurring, but now that I think about it, apparently lemons are not naturally occurring. They are the aftermath of people smushing or doing farm genetic coding or something. When you don't know the word, you just explain it. And it works out well for anyone who might ask or might wonder. Man, I need to draw more. I've been neglecting my ability to draw. I need to draw more. How can I draw when it feels like food's coming up? No art, only yap. Man, I'm too shy to do yap streams. Because there are like dead silent moments as well. Could you both not be here? Go away. No, don't fucking come here. Fast. You can't stress me out. This one time I was really sick, right? And I was very nauseous. I was extremely nauseous. I was on some weird ass medications that made me like crazy nauseous. And I don't know. I think my cats thought that this is the best thing ever. Like, oh my god, the vacation time. Cuckoo is always in her bed all day long. That means we get to cuddle. Yay! And they would not leave me alone, which was sweet is what you'd think. But imagine your cats are on you and you're trying to get up. You don't have any energy as well. Like, you're very like tired and weak and nauseous and dizzy and just out of it, right? And your cats just would not move out of the fucking way as you try to get up and stumble into the bathroom just so that you can fucking throw up, right? Oh my god, that was the most stressful moment, because then they would be laying down on my stomach. As I try to get up, they would just like roll down into my lap, and then I keep trying to get up, but then I would push them off. They would climb back up on me, and I'd be like, no, I gotta go. I need to throw up. But cats don't know what that is. They don't know English. What the fuck? And so I get up, and then one of them jumps on my feeties and lays down on my shoes, and I'm like, I can't go to the bathroom without wearing my bathroom shoes. I would rather die. And they would not get up from my fucking shoes, and so I have to take my other shoes in, and the stress of it all. And then the other one, I have two little bastards. While I'm trying to like stumble into the bathroom, you're just like zigzagging through my legs, and I accidentally kick you, and then I have to stop doing whatever I'm doing because I have to get down on my knees and repent and apologize for the most appalling thing that I could have done, is just slightly nudge you with my little feeties, right? Because you were in the fucking way. Oh my god. And then I do that, and the entire time I'm thinking, my lord, my savior, my only reason of existence, please forgive me for this awful sin that I have committed against you. And your cat is just like, no. And I can tell she's saying no, because she's like not looking at me. She's just like, oh, I can't believe you stepped on me. What the fuck? I didn't even step on you. I just nudged you a little because you were in my fucking feeties. And then I end up not throwing up because the whole endeavor just makes me not nauseous anymore. It's switched out with that anxiety. And now they're back on my table. I look away 1 fucking second. Get out. No, not allowed. Not today, bitch. Oh my god, you too. There we go. There we go. Oh. Every stream is a yap stream? Exactly. But I don't know, if I don't have like my hold on. My prompt. Are it's through me. It's in me now. Oh god. There we go. There we go. What was I gonna say? Yeah, having only just chatting streams. Oh my god, I struggled. Just chatting streams. I don't know. Makes me feel a little weird. Makes me feel like, oh, I don't know what to say. At least with video games and drawing and stuff, I can like all the dead moments. I can just be like, haha. Well, I'm working. But if it's just like chatting streams, then it's just like, ugh, I don't know what to do. Could you leave me alone? There are cat hairs everywhere. I'm very overwhelmed today. I hate life today. I'm not the brightest star in the universe today. I'm just a stinky little guy today. I hope you guys could accept me regardless. You know, I adore you, Mao. But goddamn, you need to leave me alone. Welcome in, Ender! Thank you for 13 months! That is crazy. You've been here for more than a year now. How does it feel? How does it feel, huh? How does it feel? That's crazy though. But thank you for the 13 months. This is gonna be the best 13th. Actually, I think it's gonna be 14 because I think it might turn 14. Anyways, this is gonna be the best 13th month you've been here. I say as I lie because next month is Poopy month. We did a full circle. I want to do better compared to last time. I played a lot of spooky games. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it a crazy amount. It was very nice. But I want to do more this month. This month, next month. Very exciting. Alright. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on like or should I but then you guys don't do any other stuff. What, you can suggest any costumes or anything because last time I just showed off a different outfit that I already had. Haha. But this time, who knows? Maybe I might make a new costume for myself. Who knows? Who knows what I got planned? Nothing. I have nothing planned. And you know it. Wait, someone had messaged you about a spooky game. Oh yeah! I forgot to respond. I thought I did. Whoops. I will DM my response. I mean, I could be very, very subtle and say, that sounds like a grand idea. Hold on, I'm responding, y'all. I'm responding. Look at me. Busy. Please do tell me the details and everything so I can manage accordingly. Well, that does that takes care of quite some days, I suppose. At least 7. That's not. I know it's not 7. Welcome in, Kieran. Hello. Nice body pillow. I made my arm wrong on it. Thank you. It's my husband. Dude, he's so... oh my god! He's so charming! Anyways, I'll keep that to myself. He's so charming. Wow, so pretty. My husband's so beautiful. We'll do once we get the details sorted. But I get together, Kurako wants to play as well. She craves the violins. Is there PvP? That would be funny. I've only seen I've seen some streamers play it, and I thought that it was very fun, and we should play it as well. Happy earning. Take care, Kieran. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a nice time lurking. He wants to kill the zombies. I think you can enable PvP though. I don't know how effective that would be, but pretty effective probably. But like while setting up the server, I think you can enable PvP. If not, then well, shit. You're just working on setting the server up. Ooh, is it gonna be like I mean, you could just let me know after, I suppose, once the details are done. But I wonder if it's like you can only play at certain time or something. Like, what is it? Because there's like a countdown, sort of, right? I think if there is, I think it would be unfair for like, or I don't know. I think everyone would have to play at the same time. So we're setting up Discord service, people can coordinate. Because if even one person's active, the countdown continues. But if no one's active, then I think it pauses. So that would be unfair. 7 days. Yeah, I think that is how it works. So if like, because I thought people will be on all the time. Yeah, not on all the time, but like if everyone is sleeping and I'm like, haha, time to log in, and then I play for 6 days. And so when you guys come back and you start the server up, it's gonna be the 7th day and you guys are gonna be in for a fun time. That sounds fun though. I'm down. I logged out on 7th day. No, I'd like to surprise you guys. It's like, hey y'all, guess what day it is? I'll join with you guys and be like, oh, what? 7 days? But we joined on day 1. That's crazy. How did that happen? Alright, let's see how much I actually get done today. I hope I get done a lot. Or with a lot, because I want to work on other things too. Probably not going to stream for too long today. So I could actually have some energy for actual other work that I'm doing, because I need to catch up. I have been very late on my commissions and I need to wrap them up so I can accept new ones. I am finally feeling a bit more energetic to accept new commissions, and also a bitch needs money. I need buddies. But I'm so excited. I really did want to play 7 days though. That seems like such a fun and interesting game. Aha! I need the references open on the side. Hold on. I also accidentally, it was an accident, I cut my hair and it's way too short. Did I fuck up cutting my hair? Yes. Do I look exactly like my model? Potentially. High potentials. You know what? Instead of buying like small irrelevant things, I should just buy a good chair for myself so I can relax and rest and eat. That's what I should do. But I don't want to get like fake leather stuff. I don't want to get leather stuff. It just rubs off. It gets destroyed. I can hear my fan in my mic. That's crazy. Saving that in poses. It might seem like I'm not working, but I'm actually trying to find the reference. Hell yeah. Hair grows back. Yeah, mine grows out way too fast, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest with you. But it's just, I don't know. I just can't seem to get it right. I'm starting to think bangs just aren't for me anymore, because I have really cool looking eyebrows and I should probably show them off more. That, or we could thin out my bangs. But I like bangs. I like looking like a little child. Child? Nope, I don't look like a child. What was I gonna say? Baby emo. Yeah, that's the word. Or Superman. One or the other. I should probably thin them out. Should probably. Your hair grows back. I don't want it to grow. I mean, I actually do want it to grow back now. Haha. If it doesn't, that would be crazy. Then I'll just go bald. Can't walk out of the house looking like this. What if I don't work? What if I just yap with you guys? No, too late. I already decided. I want to work. Ah, there we go. Couldn't find my fucking Pinterest board. I can't work without my Pinterest board. It's impossible. How do people render shit? Holy damn, you need the brain to be able to do that shit. I know I can't. I'm too stinky. I also like to second guess myself because I'm a little bastard. What can I say? What can I say? That's just me though. I'm getting flashbanged by mystery meat that I ate yesterday. Man, I really shouldn't have eaten it, but why the fuck did it smell like socks, you know? That's my question. That's my fucking question. It smelled fine on the outside, but when I peeled it open, it just smelled like very stinky socks, and I was like, wow. Yep. That's not great. That's probably gonna kill me, isn't it? And it did. Now here I am, dead. Dead as fuck. Oh my god. Looked at my camera, it's just white because of the fucking screen. There we go. There we go. I don't need to see myself. There we fucking go. Alright. Am I satisfied with this? I don't know. Because back in the day, right? Back in you olden days. That looks nice too. But back in you olden days, not even that old, I used to do this funky little thing. That's definitely not the funky little thing I want to do. Adding this kind of gray, I think, looks really nice. Adds a new kind of depth to my illustrations. But I don't know if I want to do that for my model just yet. So we're gonna hold off on it for now. And I would like to color in. Do I have to separate the ears? Like right and left ears? Do I have to do that? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Hi there. How you doing? Oh yeah. There we go. Wow. Am I crazy? Probably. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. 2D Rekai. What about 3D Rekai? Huh? What about me? What about me? I'm actually glad that you guys are enjoying what Live 2D Rekai could possibly do. Or look like. I don't fucking know. Leave me alone. I don't know how to speak. Leave me alone. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to communicate. I don't know how to do anything. I'm just the stinky little guy. That's what I am. The stinkiest little guy. What if I was a guy? You guys wouldn't like me the same. That's a match. Bum bum bum. Nice. Nice. I wish I could tell, but oh well. Oh fucking well. We got that going on. Pog. Nice, nice, nice. Very, very nice. Da 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 da. Soggy cat? What? Why dropping soggy cat to me? How much water do you need to drink before you get poisoned? Water poisoning. The other day, talking to my family, I accidentally used my VTuber voice. And they were like, why are you talking like that? I was like, I don't know. Anyways. Woo! Scary times we live in. I love being hydrated. Boy, oh boy, does it feel great. I just fucking remembered. I just remembered that I've been doing this wrong. Which is always a fun thing to recognize. Haha! They're supposed to be down here. See how much better you can see the details now? Damn, I cannot believe I completely forgot how I used to render. So you know it's been a while. It has been a hot minute. But no matter. This is what it's about. You learn as you go. And you hope you learn the right way to do things. There you go. There we go. Nice. That looks exactly the way that I want it to look. And then we add this. You might be wondering, Rekai, why are you adding that? I don't know. Does it look like I know? I don't know anything. That's the wrong one. There we go. Now, how well is this going to read? I don't know, man. I don't know. Does it look like I know half the shit that I do? Because I don't. Alright, we're going to keep that one in the pocket. Definitely. Definitely. I'm gonna sit on that one for a while I ponder. I need to make the back side of it too. How the fuck am I gonna do that? I'll figure it out. I shall figure it out, because if I can't even figure that out, honestly, what the fuck am I doing at that point? I played Genshin the other day on my own, and I forgot how fun it was to not yap while you play a game. It's very fun. I recommend it. I enjoyed it very much. I was just running around doing random stuff. It was very fun. There were moments where I was like, oh damn it, I wish I could share this with you guys. And then I thought, oh well. Oh yeah! I got Scaramush's weapon! That was the moment that I really wanted to share with you guys. I completely forgot to do that. But I got his weapon! Aha! Now he's complete. Now I'm at the top 2%. Now I have a finger. She hates us. I don't hate you guys. I adore you guys. Let me show you my let me show you my Scaramucci. It's top 2%, baby! We are winning! What am I winning? You might be wondering. I don't fucking know. No comments. Click to configure image. Holy shit, I could do all this! That's actually kind of nutty. I would just like to download you, actually. Let me... Aha, there we go. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Do I want to show you guys my whole build? I don't know. Why does it say the Widsith? It's not the Widsith. I gave him the different weapon. Why you say that? Anyways, let me just take a screenshot of where it says 2%. Hold on. It's not taking a while. You guys are just impatient if you're wondering. Damn, why is it taking so long for Cuckoo to share a photograph with us? Leave me alone, maybe? Where do I even share it? I see you guys are doing something. What kind of child in the game? Oh shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Damn, why does my kid look so badass? Damn. Alright, I'm gonna drop this in game media. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys true power. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Never doubt me. I don't even know how I fucking got him that high. I have Zhongli as well. He's like top 11%, Venti's top 18%. That's not too impressive. What's really fucking depressing to me is Kazuha only at top 96%. That breaks my soul. But you know, besides that, what do I care? Something crit value is like a cool thing too. Do I know what the fuck it means? Nope, sir. But I got Scaramucci weapon and I'm very happy about it. I wish they would change the fucking Widsith out of the fucking image, but wow, what do I know? There you go. Did they change it? Hell yeah! It's changed. Used for that ranking thing? It's the Akasha. It's a Genshin Akasha thing. Let me show you my build. Why do that? I accidentally muted myself. I was talking to myself. What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, y'all. I want to be top 1% though. What the fuck? I want to be top 100, but for that I need to C6 him, also R5 his weapon, and I don't have that kind of money. Sad and unfortunate. Look at that! Scaramucci. I'm so fucking proud. I'm so proud of my child, dude. You know the artifacts that I got for him? That was in like the same day. The day that his what's it called? The domain opened. Actually, it was after I got him. I think his domain was there for a while. But after that, heh. It was all within the same day that I got all those, and I was very proud because those are some really badass artifacts, not gonna lie. I will try to go back and get some better artifacts because that would really help boost my characters. Hello Andre, how you doing? Oh yeah. Hope you have a nice lurking. But yeah. This ba artifacts, ba characters. Storm Terror's there? Well, let's go. That's like first half hour of the game. That's exciting. How are you enjoying it so far? Is it nice? Is it fun? If I could get like a what's it called? An hourglass, like a really good hourglass for Scaramouche. That would be nice. That would be fun and exciting. Alright, let me look for some more references because my brain does not function if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Ooh. And that is awesome. Ah. I'll only be streaming for 3 hours unless I get like a random burst of energy for some reason. But it is going to be a short stream. I'm going to keep this week a bit shorter so I can wrap up my work. Hopefully I could do that. I just have 2 things. VTUBE in Genshin? Dude, that is my favorite location ever in Genshin. I think it might also be because Inazuma really beat the shit out of us, and I went to Inazuma very unprepared. I was like AR-45 or something, right? I drop in Inazuma, and all I hear is boss music, left and right. That's all I hear. And nothing can save me. I can't save myself. There's nothing I can do to protect myself. I also did not know how to build my characters. Inazuma is the reason why I learned how to build my characters, because I would just put a random artifact on my characters. I did not even have like 4-star artifacts. I was rocking like just 3-star artifacts on my Kazuha, and I would wonder why the fuck do I keep dying. And so I actually sat down and studied on how to build a character, and they were like, well, typically if you want to build a DPS, this is what you do, but you should build your Kazuha like this. And I was like, but I like Kazuha, I want him to do big damage. And then I started doing artifact farming, and that was great. Storm Terror's lair is so early in game though. That's crazy. I don't think it lasts for more than 3 hours, like Mondstadt and what's it called, Liyue, because you do need to be AR-45. At least that's the case last time, or when it first dropped. I don't know what it is anymore, but you do need to be AR-45 to go to Inazuma, because there were big things there, scary and big things. It was actually fun. I didn't hate Inazuma too much. It's just some things about it I did not enjoy. So when after Inazuma you go to Sumeru and it's like, wow, this is a whole different world. Everything is so nice. It's so fun. I miss Sumeru. And the Sumeru cast is so fun. The cast itself is so fun. And then the voice actors are so fun. The whole thing is just a big grand adventure. And I love it. I'm also very proud of myself for managing to do all of the desert area without any maps, or it was just me just purely enjoying the game, just playing it, getting stuck on a puzzle for some hot hours, and then finally figuring it out and being like, oh, all right, that's how I have to do it. It was so fun. No stream, no yaps, just pure enjoyment. More than 12 hours in already. That's a lot. Damn. If you want, I could join you too, and we could like farm for some artifacts. We could farm for primo gems. We could farm for achievements together. There are certain things you can only do with 2 or 3 other players in your world. I don't know if there's a 4-player thing though. There must be. But there are a lot of hidden achievements. And it's very fun actually, getting the random achievements. I used to really care about achievements only because my friends were playing at the same time as I was. And it was always like, oh, who can do it better? You know? That kind of feeling. I'm not in the same server. That is actually really sad. I don't even remember my Asian account's passwords or anything. The only reason I made a separate account was because I missed out on getting Zhongli in my account. And I was like, you know what? You know what? I'll just get Zhongli on a different account. Oh, welcome in, Beth. How you doing? There are many achievements. I wonder how many in total. I think it exceeds 1,000 for sure. I think you got 1,000 at what's it called? Sumeru. How many Genshin achievements are there? 1,500. And each patch has new achievements. Many of them are just like achievements that you can actually. Welcome in, Gambit. How you doing? Damn, I choked my spit. What was I saying? Yeah, many of these achievements you can actually see, but there's a lot of hidden achievements. That's the hardest achievement. Oh, there are some difficult fucking achievements. Oh my god, I just remembered. There are okay, so there's like daily tasks that you do, right? For each different region, there's like different daily tasks you can do, and some of the achievements are hidden, not even hidden. You know about them, but they're locked into these daily tasks, and they don't repeat often. Right? So they're like different tasks every day. You get a different task. They do repeat every now and then, but you have to wait so many days to get. You have to get the first event of a daily task, right? And if you do that right, you trigger the second event for the next day, IRL next day, and then you have to do that right, and then you trigger the next one for the next, and it's so tedious because if you fuck up, then you have to do like repeat the whole cycle. And I remember there was this one Mondstadt quest or daily quest that I just would not get no matter what happened. I just could not get it, and then turns out it's like locked in some fucking other world quest thing that I had to do. Stressful. Oh my god, remember Unusual Hilly Churl was a thing? What the fuck? How come he never made a comeback? They never even explained it. What the fuck? Damn, we never got Unusual Hilly Churl after Liuwei, right? Ooh, actually there's another thing. I think you're able to get an achievement if you find all of the 76 Aranaras, and I am determined to find them on my own, but I have completed Sumeru completely, even found the hidden chests and everything, and I still have not found at like half of the Aranaras that are just out there in the world. I might actually, you know what, for a whole stream someday, not this week, but someday I'll just do that. I'll just finish up all the achievements of the other worlds or locations. Welcome in, Melted Toast. How you doing? The Unusual Hilly Troll are gone? Yeah, they never made a comeback after Inuz or Liuwei. Are so hard to find. They are! They're impossible to find. I don't even know which ones I have. But if you get them, you get a lot of privileges. Oh yeah, there's another achievement that I gave up on. You're supposed to catch 2,000 fish. 2,600 in total, I think. No, actually, it's just 2,000. 2,000 fish is what you're supposed to catch. And you would get the final achievement of that whole thing. I don't have it. What's this? Yeah, there's a lot of crazy achievements. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. You stay busy. Usually for summer events, there would be achievements there too, if I'm not wrong. But I don't remember. Damn, I miss playing Genshin. Like, actually just like, you know, playing Genshin. I just don't have the time these days. But it was really fun. I sat down the other day. I couldn't sleep, so I was like, you know what, I'll just play Genshin. It's been a while. I'm also curious about like this event that was happening. And it's so fun. I forgot how fun Genshin was. Ah, I love exploring. I wish the server never goes down. I'm kind of excited that they're gonna like prolong this for another 20 years. I actually don't mind that at all. You have something to look forward to for the next 20 years. That's crazy. So it is, dude. Not Cry is genuinely so fun. Not Cry is so fun. Holy. Like, it's actually so fun though. Like, it's very different. I will say it is very different from all the other regions, but it's just so interesting regardless. I think I just did not enjoy Fontaine, and Fontaine was probably like the whole underwater thing. That's really fun. Like, I still think that's pretty cool. But your character, like, majority of the exploration was just your characters not being able to do their own moves and stuff, you know, because on land it's just not that fun to explore. So I don't know. I think Fontaine probably is the reason why I kind of was not that crazy into Genshin anymore. And then Natlan was really nice, but there's just, I don't know. Natlan was actually really fun. It's very pretty. It's really fun exploring, but I don't know. I guess it's just I didn't really actually get to sit down and enjoy it as it started. I think I started a little later. I also was not keeping up with the what's it called, updates and everything. So all of the stories that were released got kind of jumbled up. Other story though was banger. I did not enjoy the Fontaine story. I only liked the later half of it. I adored, and I was not expecting this at all, but I adored all of the characters. Like that, they are so endearing. The acting was really nice. The voice acting was really nice, but all the characters were so endearing. But I only enjoyed the last arc of it. I get the whole build up, but the first arc did not need to happen, and it was kind of boring. Not gonna lie. It was not enjoyable. It's not that enjoyable. And I don't know, there was just something so bland and gloomy about the world exploration, which is crazy because I love the buildings and everything. I think that was very pretty design, but for some reason it just wasn't that fun or enjoyable, you know? And I enjoy, like, one of my most favorite things is the world quest. So there's like one big giant world quest with each region. Don't spoil it for me, please. I will try not to. But there is a world quest in Fontaine. And Simon, you probably don't know this. Each region has one. They have multiple world quests, but then there is one very dedicated to that nation world quest, and that's a big one that stretches for hours upon hours. Probably sometimes, depending on which region, it could be longer than the Archon quest. Sumeru was long. It took me 3 straight days non-stop Genshin to finish Sumeru quest. 3 days just barely sleeping because I didn't have anything to do. I had finished my education and shit, so I had so much free time. Dude, 3 whole days just non-stop Genshin, and that's how long it took me to finish only the Aranara quest. After that, of course, there was like the whole what's it called? There were 2 or 3 desert quests, but besides that, the world quest for Fontaine was, I really wanted to get into it because it seemed so important and interesting, especially if they're talking about like Rhine Daughter's creations and shit, right? But I could not for the life of me get into Fontaine World Quest, and it genuinely went over my head. And that does not happen often. Like, I love the lore and stuff, but Fontaine Quest went over my head. It made no sense to me, and it kind of upset me. I think Natlin world quests were kind of... I have done them. I'm very sure I have done them. But they're nice. I mean, it's not too crazy. It wasn't like mind-blowing or anything, but also wasn't like boring and I don't know, bland or whatever. It was not like that either. I still haven't found Nodcry's quest, actually. There should be one, but I haven't found it. Everyone hated exploring Sumeru, but dude, I don't get why people hated exploring Sumeru. That's so lame of them. Sumeru was genuinely so fun. Every place you went to was just like, okay, this is really cool information they're dropping on me. This is like, it was genuinely so fun. The desert was so fun. Like, and also you didn't need to do the desert if you didn't want to, but people were just like, oh, I can't believe I have to work so hard for my Primo Gems. And it's like, man, it's a game. Are you playing for the Primo Gems, or are you just playing to enjoy the fucking game, you know? Is there a Harbinger in Mondstadt? Oh, you will find out when you finish the Mondstadt quest. Because if you just found Storm Terror's Lair, you have not finished Mondstadt Archon quest. But you will find out. Unless you want me to tell you what you would find. Just got to develop. Yeah, that's you need to finish the quest, and then you will have all the answers that you seek. Unless you want me to tell you. They hinted at it. Did they? I think... Dude, so much has happened actually. I was gonna say, there's like, at the beginning, they give you like an enemy, and then you find out actually there's more, and then you find out actually there's more, and then you find out actually there's more. like very recently. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. But holy fuck. You know what? I'm so excited for you to go to Inazuma. Like actual world quest and the lore that you find in Inazuma. Like, as much as I hated Inazuma, that is one of my favorite nations as well. Mondstadt and Liyue are easily a favorite, so I don't really like to rank those two, to be honest with you, because they're just so wonderful to be at. But other than them, I would say Sumeru, Inazuma, Natlin, and then Fontaine for me. I just want to level up my fucking Beidou. I think you can walk to what's it called, Liyue. You can even also go to Sumeru without finishing the Archon quest. You can also go to Fontaine without finishing the Archon quest, and you can go to what's it called, Natlin as well. You cannot go to Inazuma is the only nation you won't be able to go to, but every other nation I'm very sure you can still travel to, because, and not like actual walking, there's a teleport waypoint over there that you can access. They did that for new players that would get late game characters so that you can level them up and get their materials. So you can do that. You can level up Beidou without having to, what's it called, wait. But also for the Valen's fight, I don't think you need a Beidou. Actually, never mind. You don't need to level up Beidou. You just need to do the Dvalin fight, and that's it. Dvalin is also first, I think am I wrong? But I think the first fights you do with weekly bosses, you can't co-op them. Right? Yeah. I mean, they're not unlocked. How would you co-op? I'm going to take you out over there. There we go. Look at that. I'm not going to stress myself out trying to guess what the backside of everything needs to look like. So that is between me and me at the moment. Oh, where's my clothes? Oh, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Hello, Opal. How you doing? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think you need to unlock them before you can actually get to them. Actually, now there might be a way that you can actually still co-op them? Question mark. Because again, you need materials. Just got off work? Ooh, let's go. Time to relax now. I'm tempted to go into sleep right now. Wake up like a few hours before my usual stream time just so I can play Genshin longer. Ooh. I might be able to join you. Who knows? Your character changed. What do you mean? This is what I look like always. Didn't know you were an artist too. Hell yeah, I'm an artist. Do I not tell people I'm an artist? I'm a man of many talents. Or woman, I don't know. I'm a woman of many talents, actually. One of them being this. I'm working on my life 2D model. You should say it more. I probably should, huh? Every 10 minutes go by and I just have like this... What's that little banner thing? Just like, you know, news channels, I just have a banner that goes by. It's like, hi, I'm an artist. I take commissions and these are my socials. Character is black and you got catfish too. Damn, I apologize. I'm just a stinky little guy. Hold on. Do you be this? Damn, look how horrifying he looks. Oh my god, my husband. I could also look like this, and I think it's very cool. But you can see through me, and I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest with you. I just lie because it's fun. There we go. I'm all straightened up now. There we go. Got it. How are you attached to my hair? There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm all fixed now. Yeah, no, I just catfished you. I apologize. It's probably a Silk Song stream, huh? My bad, homie. Yeah. Warm Gatorade, not fun. Not fun at all. I want to change. Ah, there we go. I need to take away my head. Oh no, you guys see my little stub. Got it? Interesting. Interesting. Oh shit, let me do that again. Alright. I hit you up for a commission in the future, so this is a nice surprise. Oh, let's fucking go! Hell yeah! What kind of commission? I should really update my prices, that reminds me. Not my prices, but also the different types of commissions. Thank you for reminding me. For being the reason that I'm reminded. I do have a lot of commissions that I need to ramp up before I can take new ones. But don't worry, I'll shamelessly advertise when my commissions do open again. Gotta get that bank. What bank? Oh no, now I have performance anxiety. Don't look. I'm making the wrong strokes. Sorry. Don't look, I'm shy. I get nervous. That's not correct. I trust the process. Fuck yeah. Put your faith in me, thank you. And do not question, do not wonder. Damn, I'm struggling with this one. It's because you're here, Opal. If you weren't here, I would have still struggled. But you know what? I need someone to blame. Would you let me blame you? If you say yes, then don't do that. What the fuck? Don't let people blame you for things you haven't even done. Take a stand for yourself. Be like, no, fuck you. You can't blame me. I don't allow it. How dare you? Yeah. My back itches. Scratch, scratch. Why? I don't like when the brush is bigger than what the outline tells me. I feel like I'm lied to. Well, I can't fix this any more than I already have. Some anxiety is healthy. Is it though? I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think my heart can handle it, actually. Keeps you on your toes? Well, I need to be not on my toes. My anxiety led to me having a heart attack. I think I'm the last person that should be getting anxious over nothing, you know? You feel me? Let you get over anxious. Dearie. I was just kidding. Wow, too late. I anxiety maxed. Now I'm going to the hospital. Panic attack. I love Gatorade. I don't like how salty it is. TBH. Who's the waifu? It's my husband, Xavier from Love and Deep Space. Look, man, you show me a gentlemanly character in a king attire. Look how handsome he is. He's my husband. I adore him very much. I also need to get rid of the fucking baby arm I put onto this pillow. I need to remember to do that. You make a lovely couple. Stop. Hell yeah. No, not impromptu FNAF lore. Get banned. Welcome in, Caffeine Raccoon. How you doing? Like how you always just say impromptu FNAF lore, but then you actually don't really explain the FNAF lore. So really, what you doing, huh? What you up to? Hmm? Damn, how do I fucking shade this shit? Teasing people, getting them ready for FNAF Lord and leaving them with no oh my god. You're crazy. You're too nutty with it. Can't keep letting you get away with this shit. Give the people what they want. The FNAF lore. Not me though. I can live without it. Gonna have to sleep now. Hope you have a nice EP semen. Take care. My expectations, because I don't know FNAF as is. What is the FNAF lore? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, if Caffeine Raccoon wants to bestow this wonderful blessing upon us, I'm definitely not baiting you into saying some FNAF lore and then getting banned on site. Definitely not. That would be crazy talk. Me purposefully trying to bait you guys into getting banned? Crazy! I would never do something like that. Imagine if I did. Why would I do that? There's no logical explanation as to why one would want to ban people for funsies. Crazy. Not me though. Y'all stay safe out there. What is this fucking brush? Ah, there we go. You would ban the tallest. Actually, you have immunity now. This is for if anyone joins in and they're like, I'm 6'2", I'm 6'1", we could just throw you at them. Like actually just chuck you at them and be like, that's nice, but consider this. And then we don't say anything. We just throw you. We're like, there, go get him. Imagine being so tall. Unnecessary. That's why your back hurts. Banned by impromptu FNAF lore is something. Well, it could happen. It could happen. There's a high possibility of it happening. Why is FNAF a spicy game? Spicy game? Who said anything about a spicy game? It's a spoopy game. People make it a spicy game because of the second FNAF game that came out, and they made Chica look the way that they did, and people were gooning for Chica. I remember that. I remember that. Don't pretend like I don't remember that, because I do remember that. You FNAF enthusiasts. And then the movie came out, and they said, actually, that's a 6-year-old. And then people were like, oh no. I remember that. I don't know if it's a 6-year-old, to be honest. It could be like 12, you know. I don't know. It's a kid that died in the suit for some reason. I don't know the lore, but I do know the lore. But I also don't know the lore. I only understood part of that statement. 6-year-old. Yeah. Yeah. Charles Entertainment Cheese is evil. And there are like 20 Charles, and I think there are dead kids involved or something. Yeah. What's the lore? I mean, since we're just yapping and it's not too derailing the conversation, I suppose. Imagine I get banned. But it's, if from what I understand, actually don't correct me if I'm wrong. Let me live in my unaware, ignorant but happy mindset that I have without actually knowing the depth of the FNAF lore, because if someone does try to tell me the actual lore, I will go to sleep. But here's what I think the FNAF lore is about, right? It is Chucky not cheese version, right? Copyright, come on, we can't just throw fucking words out there. Did Chuck E. Cheese get arrested recently? Anyway, that's besides the point. So, here's what happens. There's a pizzeria, right? And that pizzeria has kids' parties sometimes, like kids' birthday parties sometimes, right? And then a kid shows up, but he doesn't have friends, so he's like, this is kind of sad and depressing. And so his parents are like, well, have fun, and they fuck off. And the kid is left alone with a bunch of animatronics, and the animatronics are like, this is kind of sad and awkward that we have to perform for this one singular kid, you know? I actually know the entire lore. Shh, I don't want to know. So this kid is like, my life sucks, I can't believe this, but at least I have my pal Freddy here. I forgot the name. Freddy here, and I'm sure this is gonna be nice. And Freddy said, yeah buddy, we're here for you. Don't you even worry about that. I'm just a machine, I can't think. And so comes a purple man, and he's like, hey kid. And the kid's like, hey, strange adult. And then the purple guy's like, would you like to die? And the kid says, not really. I don't. And he's like, too bad. And then he just shoves the kid into Freddy. And he's like, you get to be the animatronic for today. And so the Fred Bear, who is not real at the moment, kind of like consumes the child in a way that they bite the head, which is the bite of 87. It could be wrong, but that is definitely the bite of 87. And so the kid dies, but not really. It's only the frontal lobe that gets chopped off. But then a part of that kid is still in Fredbear. And so Fredbear is like, I probably need to consume more brain so I can be completely aware of the situations that are going on, right? And so comes another birthday party like 10-ish years later, right? And then the kids over there, they're like, this is kind of fun, I guess. There's like animatronics, but that one's kind of freaky. They're saying things that doesn't make sense. And so comes in this janitor, I think, and he's like, hey kid, would you like to die? And the kid's like, no, actually, I love my life, I don't want to. And then the guy's like, too bad. And then it gets shoved into Bunny, whatever the purple rabbit. And then the kid gets shoved into that and then dies, of course, because it's it's a machine, right? So it kind of guts him or something. I don't fucking know. So when that happens, another few years later, there's another kid. That's the 6-year-old, I think. And then the guy, purple guy, one of the guys, some guy, the CEO shows up, and he's like, hey kid, would you like to die? And the kid's like, no. And tries to fight back, doesn't fucking work, right? So the guy grabs the kid, puts him in Chica, and this time Chica kills the kid. Accidentally, of course. And so when that is happening, the guy also likes to, when he's like shoving kids into animatronics and like killing them effectively, he goes down into the basement, into the depths of that entire pizzeria. He goes down there and he makes a big old circle of all the blood of the kids, right? Why kids? He has a thing for kids, I guess. So he makes a big circle on the ground, and then he starts praying to Satan or some of the fucking devils. I don't fucking know. And he starts praying, and he's like, I wish I could get something out of this. I don't really know what I want, to be honest with you. Kind of want to be a serial killer, kind of want to be a successful CEO. Like, you know, whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna do it as long as you give me what I need. And so the kids' souls get trapped into the animatronics itself. And so they're like, hey, fuck that guy, am I right? That guy, he's the reason this is happening. And so what happens is, the next year, right, there's been a bunch of kids put into animatronics at this point. So the next year rolls around, and then the old CEO is like, hey kid, would you like to die? And the kid's like, I really don't want to, actually. I would rather you don't say weird shit like that, you fucking weirdo. And so the guy grabs the kid, and when he's about to put the kid into another animatronic, the animatronics are like, actually, you know what, fuck you, you killed all of us, you don't get to kill this brand new kid. And so they rip the guy apart, the purple guy, or is it not the purple guy? One of the guys, the CEO. Oh fuck no. So they rip him apart, and they're like, get fucked, actually, and then they put him in Springtrap. That's definitely the accurate lore. And so when all of that shit is happening, turns out the guy was a father, and his daughter grew up to became a security guard in the new FNAF thing that released. And so this kid called Gregory or some shit shows up, and he's like, this is crazy, I don't know how I got stuck in here, but I'm stuck in here. So the security guard is in hot pursuit of the kid, trying to kill the kid, because the kid goes to a room he's not supposed to go to, and he finds out a lot of like crazy lore about the whole universe of FNAF, right? And so comes Fredbear, and he's like, you're my best friend, or whatever the fuck, right? And he tries to protect the kid, and then there's multiple endings. So you find out there's actually multiple timelines in this whole fucking thing. And Springtrap comes back, and he's like, actually, I am the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. And in the movie, he puts the mask back on, and then he dies. And the kids in the animatronics safe, their souls ascended, done, finished, it done. Mangled is a thing as well. There's also ballerina. Yeah, that's the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope you enjoyed it. I was expecting to come back for FNAF lore. You're welcome. That 100% that is what the game is. Evil Charles Entertainment Cheese demands it. Yeah. You know, if you want big monies, all you gotta do is sacrifice a bunch of kids, you know? Why do you think all those people have big monies? Think about it. When's the last time you have seen a hospice patient in a Chuck E. Cheese? Whoa. Have I even ever seen a Chuck E. Cheese? Ask me that. I don't like animatronics. If I see an animatronic, I don't trust them. They have weird eyes, like they've seen shit, you know? I watched the movie, so I've been chilling on my bed and my elbow's been on a knife I forgot about. Ooh, that's not pleasant. It's a terrible pizzeria as is. I kinda wanna eat pizza now. But I'm on a diet. I'm trying to be Snatched waist baddie. How am I gonna do that if I'm not gonna be diligent with my food consumption? But then again, oh my god, this whole time, thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna do that exactly. Then again, you know, this whole time I've been so cautious about the food that I eat and the calories that I'm consuming because I need to be on a calorie deficit to be able to lose. Oh my god. Fuck you, Ender. That got me. I need to be on a deficit to actually lose the weight because I do need to lose it. That's between me and my body. Anyways, I've been so diligent this whole time, or trying to be so diligent this whole time, not trying to order food from outside or whatever the fuck. Tell me why every fucking food I've eaten at home has ended up with me getting really sick. What the fuck? So should I just buy a pizza? Like a small tiny pizza? Like what do I do then? You know? And this whole time, everyone and their fucking grandmothers have been telling me, you need to be in a deficit to lose the weight. You need to stay in a deficit, right? Until you lose the weight, right? Right? Tell me why. Last night, I was on my phone, and this random girl shows up on my For You page, and she says, hey, you can't be in a deficit for too long, actually. You should not be, because your body is going to say, hey, we're not eating enough calories, so we're gonna hold on to the fat in your body, and you are just going to stay that forever. You're not gonna have any energy. You're not gonna be using up any energy, and you would be in a deficit, and that's gonna be a bad time. So you can't be in a deficit for more than 2 to 4 weeks. What the fuck? And then you're supposed to have regular or eat moderate, or what's it called? Eat to maintain or whatever the fuck, right? For a month or two. What the fuck am I supposed to do, brother? Fuck no. What do you mean? I hate healthy influencers at this point. You know, like I'm a fitness influencer. I'm a health influencer. Let me fucking tell you something about something that you didn't know. And it's always like, if you've been doing this one thing that this other person probably told you to do, it's wrong. You're wrong. You need to reevaluate your life. This is not gonna do anything for you. Like, what the fuck? Is anything ever gonna do anything for me? I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep doing what the fuck I do, right? I don't give a fuck. I will do my crunches, actually. Fuck you, Gambit, if you're out there. Rebook not good enough for the price and beyond, plus they don't deliver. Ah, the Chuck E. Cheese you're talking about. Because you can't cook. If you could cook good food, you wouldn't get sick. I'm not even the one cooking. I ate food that someone else cooked for me, and I was like, this is probably gonna be fine. And everyone else ate that food too. Everyone else is fine. I died. You need some good food? I do need some good food. Stop drinking water time. Exactly. What the fuck? What was it? Like, every fucking influencer, every fitness health guy would tell you that you need to eat a lot of proteins. You need to have proteins in your diet because that's gonna actually fuel your stomach. Not your stomach, but actually it is gonna be good fuel, and it's also going to help your muscles and shit, right? And then everyone tells you to eat protein, right? My fucking doctors told me that I need to like increase my protein intake by a lot. Tell me why I come across this random guy and he's like, if you're eating too much protein, you are gonna regret that later in the life, because eating too much protein is gonna lead to you having saggy skin. When you lose the weight, your skin is going to sag and wrinkle and die because you are lame and stupid, and you need to not eat proteins. You need to eat other foods. What the fuck? Everyone told me to eat proteins, and now I'm gonna have saggy skin because I eat too much protein? What the fuck? Life is about balance. Man, fuck balance. I can't balance anything. I can't balance my life. Or was it the food? It was like a meat thing. Like a minced together, has some herbs and shit, and then rolled up, so it was kind of like a meat sausage type of thing. Everyone else ate it, they were fine. I while eating it, I was like, damn, this smells not good. And it was probably not good, because I've been feeling like shit for the past few hours now. Oh yeah. Your dog said told you that. My doctor? Ah! Thank you for the follow. Aiden is cool, but how cool is Aiden? Out of 1 to 10, how cool is Aiden? Yeah, that's a good number. Someone who has been working out and helping other people lose weight for almost 12 years now, just up your protein intake and do some moderate workouts to increase your metabolic rate. And also that protein guy is talking out of their ass. There we fucking go. He said if you're gonna lose a lot of weight, or if you're gunning for losing a lot of weight, that is going to end up with your skin getting extremely loose and saggy, because something your skin needs to shrink. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, you know? But that was crazy though, because my doctors were like, no, you need protein. If you don't eat protein, you'll die. And I'm like, oh, but I eat so many proteins. But apparently I wasn't eating enough proteins. Google, please admit your dog to a laboratory if you could. But I don't want to. I don't have a dog. If it smells bad, don't eat it. Valid. You're not wrong. I could smell. Okay, there was rice with me, and then it was the meat. And rarely does the fucking meat ever go bad, especially if you cook it the same fucking day, right? And I'm eating, and in my head, I'm just thinking something smells off. And I keep sniffing the rice, and it's completely fine. The rice was cooked like just a few hours earlier, right? And it's fine. It's completely fine. And I keep eating it, and then I'm like, hold on, is it the meat? And so I sniffed the meat, and it definitely tasted not right. And then I kept eating because I just don't trust myself enough. And I was also very hungry. I will admit I did not eat at all the day before. I had coffee, and then I had what's it called? Wafers. That's what I had. And I did not eat at all. That's bad on me, I admit. But so, because also there was nothing else to eat in my house, I did not trust myself to cook anything. I'll be honest. I can be honest. I just didn't trust myself to cook anything that would be edible and not kill me, because earlier, before that, when I did do that, I cooked pasta for myself, and you all saw how that ended. That shit killed me. I could taste the pasta 2 days later. It was crazy. Anyways, besides the point, I didn't trust myself, and also I was very full of the pasta for many days. But besides the fucking point, I was not diligent, and so yesterday I was like, I gotta eat something, and so I decided to keep eating it until I just couldn't take it anymore. And I said, hey, mother of mine, could you smell this? Does it smell weird? And she said, yeah, that smells bad. That's rotten food that you're eating. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Did you guys happen to eat this as well? And they said, yeah, we did, but it was completely fine. So it only got rotten in the few hours between them eating it and me eating it. Otherwise, it was completely fine. And I think that just comes down to my horrible luck with food, actually. You'll need to eat more ants for... Can I take full offense to that? Fuck you. How dare you, Beth? I thought you were on my side. But for real, listen to your doctor. I am listening to my doctor, but also my doctor's don't have a great experience with my doctors. I'll be real with you. They're not very nice to me. My doctor. Okay, let me tell you what my fucking doctor said. They said you cannot eat food. Is what they literally fucking said to me, and I said, "What do you mean?" You would elaborate, right? Because I got some diagnosis, I got some blood work done and stuff, and they said, hey, this is what you need to do in order to protect your fucking body and your organs and shit. And I was like, all right, done. Say the word and I'll do it. And they said, you probably eat a lot of junk food. I'm like, actually I don't. You probably order a lot of like fast food. Like you probably eat it every day, don't you? And I said, actually, I don't. I eat it like once or twice a month, maybe, you know? And even then, I try to get like the healthiest option, which is, you know, as healthy as fast food can get. And they said, you probably eat or drink a lot of soda. I said, actually, I don't drink soda. That's crazy of you to accuse me. But whatever you say. And they said, oh, you're just eating a lot of sweets. Actually, I don't. I like sweets. I like to eat sweets. But I avoid sugar as much as I can, actually. And they were like, alright, that's crazy. But you need to not eat anything anymore. I said, okay, what does that entail? And she said to me, you can't have any carbs. I'm like, alright, no carbs for how long? And she said, ever in your life you cannot consume a single carb. If you do that, that's a death sentence for you. I was like, alright, that's fine. Sure, fine, whatever. We can do that. No meats, no red meats. I'm like, alright. You can't do anything other than to boil your chicken. Alright. You need to avoid these vegetables. Alright. You need to not eat fruits because they have sugar in them. Alright. What else is left, lady? Can I have some noodles, some rice? And she said, no eggs because eggs would disturb your whatever internal system. You can't have eggs anymore. I'm like, alright, what the fuck am I supposed to have then? Because that just ruled out every other fucking food. I can have lettuce and that is it. And she said, yeah, but I can only boil my lettuce, and also it's better to not boil it at all, is what she said to me. And then I said, you're crazy. And that is what happened. Your skin just takes time to get recycled. Don't think about that too much. And for instance, I don't have loose skin. I'm just how do I explain? I'm just diagnosed with something that requires me to actually I just can't eat anything because of what the fuck I was diagnosed. Can you have a zucchini? Probably fucking not, according to that one doctor. You can't survive on lettuce. Have you tried zucchini pasta? No, according to my doctor, no dairy, no cheese, none of that. No sugars. Also, no spices. She said you need to avoid spices. She said if you eat any red chilies or anything like that, you need to not do that. I was like, alright. This is great. It's got very nutritional value. I know. I'm just that's my thoughts exactly. Do they just want you to photosynthesize? Yes. She was like, take these supplements. I was like, fuck no. I'm not gonna rely on supplements. I was like, alright, you're asking me to eat like XYZ vitamins. Why can't I just eat an orange that would have one of the vitamins that I need? Or stand out into the sun a bit more? Like, yeah, I admit I don't have enough vitamin D in me. I'm actually lacking that quite a lot. Alright, I'll admit. But I can eat an orange, right? And she said, no, it has sugar in it and you can't do that. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do then? What? Crazy though. Crazy work that old lady was doing. So I relied on the internet. I looked up I searched other people who have similar situations as me, and I just tried to follow what they've been doing, and they were like, hey, also, another fucking thing. She said no oatmeal. And that was the one thing that I was consuming, right? Do you have stomach ulcers? No, I don't. It's something. It's a completely different it's like an actual diagnosis that was thrown at me earlier this year. I mean, it is just a lifelong thing. It's not something that I can just like fix. It's not there is no cure or anything for it. It is what it is. I just need to be very, very, very careful about what I eat, because it could lead to a lot of problems that I was having. But also, she said all of that, right? And then she says, because I have, I've told you guys this. This is an older diagnosis, but this is more of a different type of diagnosis. But I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder like many years ago. And because of the stress that comes with the anxiety, my condition worsened, right? It worsened so bad that I was about to lose part of an organ or something, right? And so that's why I was put on medication, so that they could what's it called, reverse a lot of symptoms and shit, which was horrible. I don't think I needed that medication, because I have never felt more sick than I did while taking that medicine that they gave me, because it was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. I could not keep my head up without feeling like I'm gonna like fall over. It was horrible medicine that they gave me. So I stopped taking that medicine, and I just do more like natural remedies and shit, which is honestly, I just walk a lot. I work out fairly enough, not enough to like stress my body out, because even if I'm not feeling mentally stressed, my body still has that stress, so I need to manage my stress quite a lot. I do a lot more stretches. I eat a lot better. I mean, I was eating fine before, but now I'm like actively focusing on what I'm eating, which is I do incorporate, like, I eat eggs, right? I eat some sausages with it, or I would cook some meat with it, or I would cook up some rice, like just something that I know is gonna be more comforting, even if it makes me gain weight, which is not really happening. I've been losing weight now after doing all of this rather than gaining any weight. But also, yeah, I do need to lose weight so that my bones are not under stress, which is a thing that's been happening, because I'm at a risk of having arthritis in my knees thanks to my mom. We got it from our mom. Arthritis.
Hello there.
Welcome in, Atria. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. How you doing? I enjoy your skinny ass hand holding the pillow. Thank you for the follow. Groggy Osmo Gaming. Ooh, how exciting. Just ignore my skinny arm, dude. It's too small. I realized later. And thank you for the posture check as well. I think I ignored you. My bad. Now I want to know what the hell they diagnosed you with. I have not really said what it is exactly, but yeah. I kind of don't want to say it publicly. I'll ignore you back. Oh no. I apologize. Welcome in, Achia. Welcome in, Neobium XE. Nailed it. How you guys doing? What were you up to? What were you streaming? I hope you had a very wonderful stream. I'm just talking about weird medical diagnosis with y'all. Ignore my skinny arm. I keep seeing it now. Close enough, thank you. Is it niobium? 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 Second one, niobium? Niobium? Space engineers, oh let's fucking go. I'm a lurk now. Have fun designing your model. Thank you. I will enjoy. I will enjoy this moment quite a lot. The designing is done though, I will say. Nobium? Oh, Nobium? Then why is there an eye? You lied to me. Alright, have fun lurking. I don't have a command set for that. I apologize. My bad. Weird medical stuff, my favorite. Hell yeah. I hope space engineers went well. I hope you blew up things if you can. Oh, my stomach hurts. I gotta pee. But yeah, doctors are weird. I can't necessarily follow what my doctors have been telling me. And she seemed like she really knew what she was talking about too. She got so many blood tests from me. She was like, "No, we gotta test everything." And I did not go to meet her after that because I'm a little shit that does not follow up with doctors. Sue me. I don't give a fuck. But I showed Cuckoo Doctor my results, and everything's fine. My sugar's fine. My blood is fine. Like, literally everything is fine. Everything is fine. Except there was like an crazy increased amount of platelets, I believe. And it's not a deficiency, it's just an insufficiency of vitamin D. I have no D in me, y'all. That is the struggles that I am going through. No D. No D in life. No D. Only pain and suffering. And mean doctors telling me that I can't eat food. Meow. Rekai gonna touch grass more. I don't want to. Actually, I did touch grass. I was away adventuring. Fucking shield was stopping my hyperdrive from working. Oh my god. Whatever that means. Welcome in, Angsty. How you doing? Also, speaking of medical, I'm allergic to myself. Apparently my body overmakes something in my body and my body no like it. That is crazy. Ah! Thank you for the follow. Niobium. Nailed it. Ah, thank you for the stretch redeem. Okay. I was wondering why I couldn't hear it. It was slightly delayed. An hour of BS to figure that out. I did smash a small ship into a big ship while showing off. That's funny. And tragic. But damn, that's actually kind of stressful, being allergic to yourself. I'm legally obligated to clip that. Clip what? Clip what? Clip what? It's past my bedtime. I gotta dip. Have a good stream. Thank you for stopping by, Melter Toast. Hope you have a good EP. Rest well. I will show up in your house. Like a sleep paralysis cuckoo. I'll just do this. I'll just do that. I hope you don't mind. Followed for the graphic designs. Thank you. I think you're the only one that has ever acknowledged it ever, honestly. I'm glad you understand. I actually don't think anyone has ever acknowledged that. And they must have just like skimmed over it, but really it's I'm not creative. That's a thing. That's a joke. That's a funny little joke that people drop. I'm glad someone got it. If anyone else got it, you never said it, so you don't get credit for that. You get no credits from me. Sorry. I am allergic to some, all, or one of the following: wheat, soy, beef, fish, and shellfish. That is tragic. The problem is it can't be easily tested for beyond cutting them out and testing it every week as they get added. Huh, what do you eat then? I do 3D animation and editing. I know how you feel. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate someone getting it. I have studied I had classes on some graphic design shit and then some fucking typography. That was a whole class I had to take. I could not avoid it. I had to take it because I needed my credit hours. And oh my god, I hate graphic design. I don't know how to make it work. Actually, I have a love-hate relationship with graphic design. I wish I knew how to do it well, because when oh my god, I see people incorporate like really badass looking illustrations with like these really flashy like graphics. It's so cool. I wish I knew how to do it. I mean, I know how to do it, I just don't want to do it. I just really don't want to do it. Ugh. Yeah. Welcome. Even though I butchered your name. Whoops. I don't regret what I did. Just because I have no D in me. You're so mean to me. What happened to being sympathetic towards your homies? Be sympathetic to your cuckoos, man. They might be lacking vitamin D's. I just need to get boned, no way. I eat everything and just take meds to fix whatever one causes the issue. What if you eat one thing and then you're like, let's see. Isn't that one way to check if that does something? Or is it all together that fucks you up? I had that too, I do that as well. I had one. Taking college classes for animation. I love the classes, but I hate the gen eds and art history class. You hate art history? I love art history. I adore art history. Do you know how fucking nutty it is learning about art history, playing a video game and being like, hey, I know what this is. I learned about it. It's so fun. I adore art history. I'm also so taught in Blender and editing. Ooh, let's fucking go. Allergic to food, I mean. Ow. Ah, if you were allergic to food, that's what you do. Honestly, yeah. Like, if I was allergic to cats, I would just be on anti-cat allergy medicine, to be honest. Let's go. What are you using for animation, though? If not Blender? Because I know a lot of universities or colleges are like, we don't really trust Blender. Blender? Alright. That's cool, I guess. I took animation classes as well, which was the worst decision of my life because the teacher never showed up and the TA was the one teaching us, and I have beef with that TA. But we studied it was supposed to be frame by frame animation because that's what our teacher knew. But then because he never showed up, we what's the fucking word? Oh my god. Anyways, we instead learned 3D animation on Maya, and that is a horrible software. I'm sure it's a very good software. I just don't know how to use it. It was horrible. They taught us on Maya. That shit was ass. Maya sucks. Maya resorted. Yes, Derpu. You always got my back. Thank you. Yeah, but we ended up resorting to Maya 3D animation, and they tried making us make our own models and then rig it, but I never learned how to do that because I said fuck you and fuck that. I'm not gonna do that shit. It's powerful, but it sucks. It sucks. Blender is so much better. Oh my god. They tried to make us learn how to rig it on Maya. What the fuck? Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that ever again. And it really did put me off of like 3D animation, which is unfortunate. Because I did not join it for 3D animation. I joined it for like normal, not normal, but like, you know, 2D frame by frame animation. Or 2D animation, which is puppet animation or live 2D as people know it now. I mean, either or would have worked and I would have been happy, but oh well. So one of the most annoying places that hives get me is on my lips. Hives? I always make jokes about me being a Kardashian with the Botox. Hives? What are hives? I don't know what hives are. I was using it on their computer, but also I don't want to pay for Adobe, and I don't like my. Who pays for Adobe? Who pays for Adobe? Not me. Not me. I mean, of course I would. That's crazy. Crazy to suggest I would not subscribe to Adobe softwares, which is like an arm and a leg, and also kind of ass because they think that they have the rights over what you make in their software now. I think apparently that's crazy. So much better now on the meds. It's been months since I have choked. Ooh, shit. Wait, is that what happens? Like if you eat something you're allergic to, your throat swells up. That is horrifying, to be honest with you. I think I'm actually not allergic to anything, to be honest. At least I'm not allergic to anything to the extent in which I would be hospitalized or make it an like a medical emergency. But ginger makes my mouth not burn, but like tingle a lot. Almost kind of itchy tingle. Yeah. It's also known as, I can't even bother saying that word, or itchy welts. What's a welt? On the skin caused by allergic reactions or other triggers, and they can be acute or chronic. What's a welt? Hives are a prickly and reddening of the skin in reaction to something the body says no to. Oh, like a rash? Matey, haha. I remember one of my teachers, like, in my first year, one of my teachers was like, because we were stressing out, we were like, we don't have the money to get Adobe, but like you guys keep teaching us in Adobe, so can't we use like a free software or something? And our teacher looked at us and he was like, I'm not saying you should do this. I'm definitely not saying you should go to this website, and definitely don't download this thing on this website. And we were like, got it. I mean, our uni was pretty lenient with it. They didn't care. Even with the student discount, it is too expensive. What the fuck? Getting, like, you don't even need the whole thing either. You just need a few things. They did teach us all of the softwares, but I just ended up using, I mean, at certain point they don't give a fuck about what you're using, because only in the first year do they actually like teach you how to use all the softwares. After that they're like, good luck, and you're like, oh, all right. So I just resorted to Clip Studio because fuck Photoshop. That is not a fun software to draw on. I'll be so fucking honest with you. Not a fun software to animate on, not a fun software to draw on. Big red bump. Oh, okay, like a pimple? So no such thing as free software. True. But actually, there are free softwares. You just get bombarded with ads and shit. Paint Tool Sai is a free software. You can, I think you can use mods to have different brushes, but other than that, it's pretty cool. I know a lot of very, very professional industry people use Paint Tool Sai. Genshin Impact, what's it called? Promotion art. I've seen some of the artists use Paint Tool Sai, which is crazy because that's a lot of details they make. Welcome in, Ollie Mint. Sai is a one-time payment. No, it isn't. It's a free software. But free for 30 days. I think you can still continue working on it without, even after probably the first 30 days. But no, Paint Tool Sai is not a one-time payment. I'm very sure. And I'm sure because my friend was using it and they refused to use anything other than that. Because they refused to pay money. I paid for it. Ooh. I don't think you...
Once upon a time, there was a handsome Jest, me. He came to a Rekai stream. The Jest was happy, until he figured out what her true colors are. They are pretty cool, but Jest had a rough day and she roasted him. The end.
What? What do you mean? Why'd I roast you? You were probably pissing me off, so I had to resort to roasting you. Come on. Come on. Aw, I'm sorry I roasted you on a rough day. I hope I made it rougher. Look, man. Here's the thing. If you get stabbed in the chest, right? That's gonna hurt. But if someone punches you on the other side, you're gonna be distracted from that pain and you'll focus on new pain. And honestly, a punch is not that bad compared to a stab. So if you were having a rough day and I roasted the shit out of you, first of all, that was probably deserved because I know who you are, Jest. I know you. But I hope the stress that I gave you was enough to distract you from the stress you were already experiencing. And maybe I made your day a little better. I can be your angel or I can be your devil. I could be anything you guys need me to be. If you want me to be the one you blame for all your misfortunes, your misendeavors, let it be. I will carry that burden. Hives is basically like mosquito bites but on steroids. Oh, okay. I'm learning so much. So it's like a rash with a bunch of pimples is what I'm picking up. Leave me alone! No! Why? Can you do recolor and alterations to pre-made models? Depends. I would... What do you mean by that, though? You might have to explain that a bit more. It just piled on? No. It just distracted you. Come on. And everywhere on your body. That's crazy though. Be less assholey, but that's my aura. What do you mean be less assholey? Do you know how weird I would sound if I'm like genuinely nice to people? What the fuck? I can't do that. What the fuck? My bad. Well, not pimples or any pus in it, but close. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Damn. Wait, so that happens? Damn, that must be painful. As for the recolor, depends on the model itself, depends on the artist, what they allow and don't allow, because if an artist does not allow me to work on their models, then I will not be doing that. And also personal preference. If it is a model that I might deem as too difficult, I might not. Or just, something that I don't want to do. I bought my model, but I would like to eventually recolor it and maybe switch from cat to fox. Well, if it is a pre-made model that someone else made, I would probably ask you, or personally, depending on how I feel about the model itself. I mean, I could just make a model from scratch. I think that would be easier for me, to be honest, than to recolor. Because as an artist, what I put out is always going to represent my work. So I would rather put out something that I've made from scratch myself, because I can. First of all, I am able to do that. But second, also, all of the work that I put out is going to represent what I do and can do. So, this is my art style. This is how it would look. So I would not want to just recolor without changing the art style completely, because it's kind of like false marketing, I suppose. Because if I put out a model that does not represent my art style, or the tiny little details that I put in my own illustrations, then that would mean that I'm kind of like promoting something that I have not created. So I probably would not. Unless you want me to take inspiration from it and redraw it in my art style, then I'll be 100% okay with it. I think. Depends on how much inspiration you want me to take. And also, I do character designs too. So if you're like, I don't know, this design that you're seeing right here is something that I made. If you want to see this better, this is what it should look like at the end. So this is a design I made. There's a bunch of other illustrations that I have designed. Hold on, I should show you. I could show you actually. This is another character design I made. It's actually a guild design that I made for my good pal that is not here at the moment, but it's sometimes here. Here's another one that I made. Yep, this one. These are the very recent ones. I do have other designs, I just don't have them on me at the moment. And I don't want to look for them. I'm lazy, leave me alone. But these are guild designs that I made for my homies out there. So if you're like, what if it's too bothersome? Don't worry, I can still make a design for you if that's what you'd like. Pissman semen, exactly. Damn, poor Simon. They gave him a horrible nickname. That's what he gets for naming himself Simon. Mamma mia, you'd be the ultra rare pull as Rekai the friendly whatever you are. I never bothered to ask. I'm a shooting star that turned in... No, I'm an adventurer that turned into a shooting star. Crazy, right? Even I forget my lore sometimes. But that's fine. I need to figure out what to do with the arms, to be honest. I took 0 character design, but I was very specific with the artist. I got to make me. Oh, there we go. There we go. If you know what you want, then that's honestly 10 times easier for the artist. Well, other than, okay. You need two different things if you want to get a character design, right? There's 2 different things that you probably need to consider quite a lot. First of all, you need to know, this is option A. You either need to know exactly what you want, like from head to toe. You have your concept of what, okay, for a VTuber, right? For a specific VTuber. I'm not talking about game characters or anything else, but for a VTuber, you need to know what your concept is going to be, because every VTuber or every successful VTuber does kind of have a concept. And if you don't have a concept, relay that to your artist as well. Like, you don't want to be narrowed down into a concept, but a concept could be something as simple as being like, okay, explaining a concept. It could be as simple as just like, I want something that looks very friendly, right? I want people to be able to look at a model and think, oh, that's a very friendly model. Or I want a model that represents what I look like IRL. So I want someone to look very gothic or very sporty or something like this. Or if you're a FPS gamer, you want people to know that you're an FPS gamer. I want some character to look like they're like they have like a gun on them, they have like a scope or whatever the fuck, like they look like a shooter or like something like that, right? Like, I want to give that impression. A good example of that, a very fun example, is Doki Bird's second outfit. I believe that she debuted, unless it was the first one, I don't remember, but one of her outfits that she debuted, she has her iris turns into a scope, which a scope or a target, whatever the fuck it's called, right? So her eyes change and she has like gun stuff around her, and I think that's pretty cool because, again, she plays FPS games. But besides the point, right? So a concept could be that, like a very literal concept, or it could be a very fantastical type of concept, like, I want to be a fucking, like I am, an adventurer VTuber because I like adventure games, or I want to be a catboy VTuber, or whatever the fuck, right? So those can be your concepts. It could be simple, it could be very intricate, it could be very completely not related to what you stream or what you do. Like, it could be completely separate from that too, right? I want a cottagecore mushroom hat, which there we go. That's a concept, and that's a really cute concept too. So you need to have that concept. So your artist is going to get into that mindset and be like, all right, so these are all the different options that I have now. Because if you go to an artist and you're like, I want a VTube model, make it for me. There are like a bazillion different ideas we have in our heads, and to narrow it down is just easy for the artist, but also easy for you, because you know, it's just very stressful trying to be like, all right, there's just so many things I can do. So, you know, it's I mean, the artist could make a bunch of different things and it just might not click to you, right? But that's fine too, right? So other thing you need to know is, if you have a concept, it's good if you have this. If you don't have this, again, relay that to your artist. If you don't have a concept, that's the second option. You tell them, I don't have a concept, I just want to stream and I don't really know how to take it forward. I don't know what to do with my model beyond this point, right? So you tell that to your artist, and then sometimes your artist would be like, all right, you could give me complete like what's it called, independence on this. Like you could give me complete, like you could let me take over the whole thing and let me do whatever I want to do, right? And just allow me to have the creative liberty and just be okay with what I make in the end, because you just want a model, right? So that is an option too. Like sometimes people do resort to that. It's stressful when you don't know what you want, but your artist shows you different ideas and you don't like any of them. That creates confusion. So understand what you want, your concept. Understand your general color palette, because that is like something that you can creative control. That's the fucking word. So understand your general color palette. Like you have a favorite color, you want certain elements in your model. Like maybe you really like scarves and you want like a scarf to be incorporated into your model. A lot of people want cat ears and animal tails. That's an important detail that you're supposed to be telling your artist, like these tiny little things. And then your artist can create different variations, right? And then pick a variation. Don't be like, I like all of these, I can't choose. Don't do that. Pick a variation and say, I like these two, or I like this element from that, or that element from, or whatever, right? Color palettes are hard. You could say one color and that is it, like your primary color. You don't have to make the whole palette, but your artist would need something to base the next step off of. So if you guys tell me that you like the color red, I will show you different shades of red and also different color palettes to go with each shade of that red. You know, that is going to help me figure out the mood of the model, because that's how my brain works. I need to know because your color palette is going to determine the mood. So you want a primary red colored model that gives a very cozy vibe, right? Because you're a very cozy streamer, you're a very chill streamer, you want people to join in and just feel very like comforted and cozy, and you just really love the color red. So I'm going to go for like more muted red colors, so like slightly like dusty red maybe. And I would probably put like really vibrant red, but like in very small tiny areas, like maybe a ruby or something. And then I'm going to pair it up with like some beige colors for like cozy sweater vibes. Maybe I might go for like a sky blue, like a soft dusty blue, like, you know, like that helps the artist kind of like move forward. So it is good to have like, you don't need to know the whole outcome of your model. Like if you have that, that's completely fine too. But your artist, if they disagree with certain things, like certain colors I disagree with because I feel like they don't look good to me, right? As someone who has been drawing for so many years, right? And has been taught how to recognize colors and how to portray yourself or your illustrations with the different decisions and choices that you make with your colors, with your lines, with your like poses, lighting, all of that stuff, right? I know what I'm talking about when I talk about this stuff. So when someone tells me that they want like these intense colors matched together, I would probably put my foot down and say, hey, this is not gonna read well, and it's kind of jarring to look at. I don't think you should be pairing these two colors together, even though you really want to. I'll probably go against it and give you like a better judgment on this. And if there is more disagreement, of course, I mean, you don't have to continue working with that artist if they're just not gonna follow through with everything you want them to do. But you do need to give them some creative like liberty with the different things they do. Of course, if they're completely changing your design, you can disagree with that. That's completely fine. An artist should not be doing that either. But do have faith in your artists when that does happen. Besides that, what was I saying? Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, know what you want, even if it is just one tiny little detail. Like, you could come up to me and you could be like, hey, I just want to be a stuffed dragon toy VTuber, and I would say, all right, do you want to be an actual stuffed dragon, or do you want to be an anime character with stuffed dragon elements? So I would give you a bunch of different designs for that. Yep. That's all for Smart Cuckoo. Back to being me. Damn, this is a jarring color though. Imagine if this is how I paired my colors. Fun fact, I say this a lot often, but there are some new people here. My orange color is actually not orange. It's kind of like a dusty beige, yellowish color. And this blue is not blue, it's very green and very muted. These are not 100% complementary colors. The intention is for them to be complementary colors, but they're not 100% complementary because they're not completely opposite. If they were complementary, this is what it would look like. And I did not like the way that looked. Why, you might be wondering, is because if you would notice, my color palette is warm toned. That is why my hair is not pure white. It is actually brownish or very grayish blondish. If it was pure white, my entire color palette or my hair would stand out too much, because that is a very cool tone compared to this very warm tone white. That's why my model looks like that. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I do think I'm kind of a genius. Old Cuckoo, young Cuckoo back in the day was really fucking cooking with this model. I think back on it and I'm like, damn, I don't know what fucking came over me, but whatever it was, that was kind of crazy. So I'm very thankful to old Rekai for figuring this shit out. At this moment, I think I would have still been able to do that, but I don't think I would have been able to explain why I decided to do certain creative stuff. Yep. Alright, what's this? What if I had 3 different models and they're 3D? What about it? Then specified what that meant and a lot of details and pictures. Oh yeah, if you share like concept art, reference photos, that is very helpful. And not just for models, by the way. I am more experienced with getting commissioned for illustrations. So this goes for everything. It's not just for a model. So if you want to commission someone for illustrations, reference photos, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Me personally, I don't really use the reference photos people send me, but I base my reference photos off of what people send me because, you know, there's just some things I know better. All right, put your faith in me. All right, thankfully, no one has ever actually complained about the art that I have made, and I'm very happy about that. And also, kind of not too happy about that because I feel like I'm not experimenting too much. I'm not growing too much as an artist. If people only compliment me, you know, yeah. So it's kind of like a good thing, but also kind of like a bad thing to me to see that no one had too many complaints. Yeah. I mean, not even complaints, critiques, I should say. Yeah, critiques. People don't. It feels like I'm not being given enough critiques, and I feel like I wish someone would critique me on something, and it's actually something that I'll be like, oh shit, you're right. I need to learn. Something like that. I was wanting something crazy because I just think it's cool, and the way I wanted it was pretty well explained. For my design, what? You have a design? Let me see. What design you talking about? Something crazy and cool could mean anything, though. That could mean anything. So when you say crazy and cool, what do you mean? Tacked on a pile of the rest of the concept to make it all fit together. The problem is I like doing 3D VTubing stuff, so I'm not about to pay someone $3K for a model. You actually don't have to. You can pay someone some monies for a really nice reference sheet, character design, and then you can hire someone or commission an artist to make a what's it called? Vroid model. That is the model that I'm using right now, by the way. This is a Vroid model. I just use Vroid. Yeah, you can actually commission someone to make a very, very beautiful Vroid model. Fuck, I forgot the names of the two artists that I keep up with. You farted, I can't believe you. But they make really insanely good Vroid models, and the way that they render them out is that they look exactly like the live 2D. And a lot of people might not like that, I guess, but I fucking love when the 3D models look 2D, or they're rendered like in a 2D color, like cell shading type of way. That's so cool. I really like that. I know people do it in Vroid. Honestly, from my experience, because I made my model on Vroid, it's heavily in the way that you color the textures. You can get away with a lot of details of the textures. Please keep chatting English. What if I don't understand, huh? Why are you assuming I speak languages when I have only spoken in English? Haha. Unless you guys picked up words that weren't English, then that's between you and me. I just have to draw it and give them the drawing, but give them the picture as a reference. I feel like I was driving my original designer crazy because I was mix and matching the outfits they gave me, but I was very happy with how it turned out. Honestly, I get it from your perspective and also from the artist's perspective. It might be a frustrating thing, but nothing like it's so worth it. It's so worth it if at the end the person that commissions you is like 100% satisfied. Like it would break, like it might be very stressful if someone like, okay, you commission me, I'm doing a character design, we go back and forth, and it's been like weeks and we keep going back and forth. It's been months and there's just like so many different like options and things. Like it would be a little stressful, but it is so worth it if that means that all of this at the end of it you're gonna be like 100% satisfied with the work. Like it's so worth it. I would rather be stressed out for like a couple of weeks trying, and not even like stressed out like I'm frustrated with you or anything. It's just like, oh, I really need to like figure this out type of stressed out, which is fine. You know, I don't mind being that stressed out about something, and that's fine. You get stressed out about work, that's completely fine. But at the end of it, you're gonna be like, fine, like I'm very happy with this. Like that's you know the main goal, especially for me. And I can assume a lot of artists feel the same way. Like it would break my heart if it's like, wow, this whole process has been so easy going, and this person that commissioned me, they're so chill with everything that I do, and at like a couple years or like a few years or a few months later, I watch what they're up to and they're like, actually I wasn't very happy with my model. That would break my heart, dude. That would break my heart. please be very, very honest with your artist. If you don't like something, tell them. Tell them. Of course, there is a point at the fucking process where I would be like, hey, I am going to have to charge you a little a little more. And that's only if I have rendered or like started the line art and am currently rendering it out. So for me, if I'm doing the line art and adding the actual like, because my line art determines that this is final, like this is it, I don't need to change anything about it. After that, the rendering phase is the fastest for me. The longest is the sketching phase always, but for if I am rendering it out, then that's like 80% complete work that I have to go back and redo. So that's why I would probably be like, hey, this is gonna take either a lot of time, but if it's a rushed commission, you're gonna have to fucking pay me a little bit money so I can make up for other work that I could have been doing in this time. You should all commission Cuckoo? Hell yeah. Not at the moment. Unless you guys don't have a crazy deadline, I'll be happy to take your commissions. But if you have a deadline for like next month or next couple of months, I probably won't be able to assist you. Shida, I love good. Thank you. Thank you. What's up? I want to be a race car driver. Done. Done. That's all you needed to say.
What's your wisdom for today, Gunkai?
Wow, I dropped so much wisdom. Let me think. Be honest with your artists. If you don't like something that your artist has shown you in the sketching phase, tell them. If don't tell them if the work is fully rendered and sent out to you, and then you're like, actually, I don't like that thing that you did. That would break my heart. I'm a human and I'm a little bitch. I would cry. I don't care. Imagine because when I'm making sketches for certain commissions I don't send sketches because it's a very quick commission. But for certain commissions, I send so many sketches. I send so many updates. Like, all right, this is what I did. This is what's happening. And if the whole time you don't tell me that you don't like one thing that I made, and then later after I'm done and you're like, actually, I didn't like that thing that you added, I would cry just a little. Don't do that to your artist. That's cruel. What's this? I give a simplified version of what I had wanted them to make, but it costed buku. What? Finding the damn greenish was so hard in the game I made you in. You're welcome. The greenish, it's this. It's like a dark turquoise. That's like a dark cyan or turquoise. That is what the greenish is. You're welcome for next time if you are one. What is that game even, Revel? That's so. Why do I have a child in that game? That's crazy. Crazy if you ask me. I am green, brown, and red with bluish hair. It's all over the place, but the palette is earth tones. It is actually a very wonderful palette and not at all over the place. It is kind of, if I had to fucking pinpoint it, it's kind of like a split complementary and complementary at the same time. So it has, you said blue-ish, right? Like a sky blue, I'm assuming. So it has this. I'm just gonna color over here. And then you said red-ish, right? Green is all the way over here. Even if it is dark, you know. And then brown is all the way over here. So it's just like a complementary and split complementary. So it's really not all over the place. It's very, very decent, what's it called? Old style illustrations, fantasy illustrations. You would see those in what's her name? Enid Blyton. you would see those color palettes in her storybooks. There were children's storybooks, and she would make illustrations for them, and there were very, very fae type stories, and she would color these illustrations sometimes, and that is a very common color palette she would use. So it's very earthy, sort of, yes, but you know, very, very, very old school illustration color palette, I would say. I could be wrong, but like I would say that. You know what? Even if I am wrong, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. So it's a good color palette. I like it. I like to complain about the art you made. You deleted the tiny chibi me. I still have that tiny chibi on. I don't think it's deleted. It's on a separate layer. You're talking about the one where I'm grabbing you, right? Is it that one? Is it this one? Hold on. Probably here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Look. There we go. It didn't delete you. Look, you're right here. No. You thought I deleted it. I don't really delete anything unless I have to merge layers. Otherwise, I don't delete stuff. Hello, Kath. Keith. Kathalore. Hello. Is that Bobby Atria? Yeah. I don't know what happened and why I decided to take a big chunk out of your mushroom head, but I did. And here we are. Hi, I can't sleep. Also, my favorite color is yellow and blue. Woo! Yellow is a great color, I'd say. I stopped moving. But welcome in, Tarnish Saber. Nailed it. How you doing? We had a chat on this. Oh, y'all chatting. Sorry, I was trying to like keep up with what you guys were saying. Completely ignored you guys. Oopsies. Alright, I think I'm very up to date. Also use an $80 webcam full body tracking program. You know there's a free program called the 3D Pose Tracker. And also XR Animator. Those are free. Unless you're talking about an $80 webcam. That's different. But those are free and very effective. I did a dance tutorial, not tutorial, but a dance thing with that thing. Pretty cool. Sorry, I was asking what part of PR he's from. What? He's from what? Rekai knows many languages. English with an accent. Cool English with some spice. How'd you know? I tried, she never gave me an answer. Wait, when did you fucking try, lying ass? What's up, Rekai out in a heartbeat? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Last time we talked was like 4 months ago, if I got that right. Me and you? Me and you? I don't talk to anybody. You're talking to the wrong person. That's not Rekai, that's Rukai. It's Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. The character have interaction. Oh, I like Dynasty Warriors. With each other and gain fondness, and the end your character had a child. Damn, I did not know Dynasty Warriors was doing that shit. I was talking about Niobium. Can I please call you Niobium? No, actually I want to say your right name. You just couldn't help it. The mushroom looked tasty. I do like mushrooms. That is very true. Is there anything else that I have missed? I'm wide awake. Good morning, wide awake. I'm Rekai. Did you know? the one says it right, it's fine. No, I want to be the one that says it right, so I can have like what's it called? Loyalty? No. Boost? No. Bragging rights. That's the word. Nibium? No. Nobium? Nibium. Nibium? Nibio. Come on, Nibio. Dynasty Warriors is a dating sim now. Didn't they come out with the wait, Dynasty Warriors 9? Which? What is Dynasty Warriors Origin? What is that? That's like first player, isn't it? Or like one player, isn't it? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? When you said that you would put the star as an Easter egg on commissions, I said I would take that deal if you did mine, but you never said yes or no. Ah, when did that fucking happen? Hell yeah, I would love to take your commission. What is your commission, buddy? I would actually really do. I do like the idea of putting little stars in people. Because you know I'm a star. I'm a star, guys. I'm a star. I'm a star. Nihobihum. Emphasis on the I. There's no I. Oh, there is an I. Niobium. No. Also, please do know I'm allegedly dyslexic. I say allegedly because I don't know. Thank you. I grew up as I did. And apparently my elders knew I was dyslexic, but they never told me. So I grew up not knowing I was dyslexic. So I kind of don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I think I can read quite well, actually. There are in fact 2 in that word. No, there isn't. You lied to me. It's possible to do over text. What about speech to text? We got that.
Wow.
Wow. You just have to tell me if I'm close or not.
There.
I was scratching my eye. Hello, Night Revenge. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh no, in about a minute, you guys are gonna get thrown into an ad break. Perfect time for me to go pee. Well, welcome, Night. I hope you had a very wonderful stream. What were you up to? Do tell. Also, I have to read you guys' poetry. You guys send adorable, cutie poetry. I have to read it. And I have to give you guys a guild quest for this week, too. Okay, so what I said, but don't say the first H. Niobium. Niobium? Niobium. New survival craft. Ooh. What is that? Is that the name? How's the art going? Great. I've been yapping for it's been 3 hours. 3 hours straight. Niobium? I'm so smart. You go about it in a phonetic way. The fuck does that mean? My nephew has dyslexia. Oh, let's fucking go. How is I mean, I don't know. Do we celebrate? Why not? How is the dyslexia for your nephew? I see. Again, the thing is, I grew up not knowing I had it. I just thought I was not smart. But then also, I knew I was very smart because I knew things that other people did not know at my age. But then at the same time, I couldn't really read. Actually, I can read. I learned how to read. I just couldn't do it too well. And then it was worse for other languages that I studied. You know? And with English, it's like... When I first started streaming, the first moment of me starting streaming, I did not know I had dyslexia, right? It was sometime in the middle of my streaming adventure where my mother said, "Oh yeah, you had dyslexia as a kid." And I said, "Had? That shit does not go away. That's crazy." But for me, what I noticed is that I notice patterns, right? And for English, I notice how to read words based off of the patterns that I see. So when you guys first started showing up, right? Like in chat and stuff, you guys, your names and the colors associated, I was able to distinguish you guys. And I was very proud of myself. So sometimes I have to put in like slightly extra effort in remembering, because some people have similar patterns and colors, but that's kind of how it was for me. And I did not realize that was how I was reading in general. Like I notice patterns, but if I read too fast, I misunderstand a pattern for a different one. I did not think that was dyslexia, but apparently that is. But I don't know. I was not given formal training or anything. It was just me and my big brain juice. Actually, I was given like formal training for dyslexia when I was like 5 years old. But then we moved away, and then my teachers didn't give a fuck. They said she's dumb. She can't do anything. We gotta put her back in a different class. She can't do it. That was pretty tough, not gonna lie. Voyagers of Nera. What's that? That sounds exciting. I learned a few tricks for him. Ooh. I have undiagnosed dyslexia, but half the time I blame it on ADHD. That could be it too. Like hard to focus, isn't it, with ADHD? It was back because he would stumble with unfamiliar words and letter combinations, but he practiced. It's not perfect, but it's better. Oh no, you guys are throwing in an ad break. Well, 20 seconds. You got this. Imagine having ads. Imagine not being sub. Whoa. Everyone point and laugh. Don't. Everyone change your chat. No, don't do that. Because you fucking assholes did do that. You guys did do that early. Not you guys. It was like a year ago, right? You guys were like, "Oh, really? Oh, damn it, Revel." No, we were supposed to point and laugh at them, not give them goodies. Damn it. Thank you, Rebel, so much for the gift. Everybody say thank you, Rebel. That's what turbo is for? What the fuck is a turbo? Thanks for the... Exactly. Welcome in, Phantom. How you doing? No, don't change your colors. Oh. Imagine my surprise when one day I log in on Twitch and they make the names the same size as the rest of the chat, and I'm like, alright, I can't read this at all. That was very hard, not gonna lie. Damn, you probably missed my dyslexia story. Oh well. That's for me and all you lovely subbed people. Hi, how you doing? Pink? No! Oh, don't change your fucking color. You guys are assholes. I open up, I share my difficult time with my dyslexia that was diagnosed but nobody fucking informed me of. I share my hardships with you guys, and you do that to me? You're dead to me. Fuck you. Try to be assholes. Don't be assholes. Be regular hold. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. Mine used to be red, but I was in one chat with a bunch of red names, so I had to change it. Understandable. Pink, correct. I don't like that at all. Were you always pink? Opal. You weren't pink. Fuck you. Alright, I need to read your names out loud. Groggy is pink. Opal is pink now. SMH. SMH. Leave my dyslexic ass alone! Oh, are we all dyslexic? Let's fucking go! I'm not changing my name, thank you. You're the only one that cares about me. Everyone else, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna stay dark pink. You're red. You're red to me. You guys hate me. Damn, you guys are so fucking rude though. What the fuck? Someone tells you, hey, I have this this difficult time doing this other thing, and you're like, oh, is that so? Time to make it more difficult. Is that how you go about in life? SMH. But yeah, I was diagnosed when I was really young. Nobody told me. Nobody fucking told me. My mom was my teacher when I was like 5. What the fuck, Revel? What the fuck? I don't like that. I really don't like that. What the fuck? I'm #1 cuckoo hater? Clearly not. Look at all these assholes changing their colors. You can change your colors, but you can't change your names. Please don't. Look, man, if you fucking decide to change your name and show up, do not expect me to click on every fucking name and try to guess who you are. Leave me alone. I wish I could assign nicknames to you guys, so I would remember. But yeah, my mom used to be my teacher, right? And they noticed that I would understand stuff, but when it came to actually writing it down, I was not writing it down the way other kids were writing it down. Like, it was actually just a very what's it called? Not typical, but like, you know, like textbook dyslexia. I was rotating all the words. I was mirroring all the words, switching the words like P, B's, Q's, and P's. Oh, fuck. I really did not like P's apparently. All of those words were just very switched around. A lot of the words were very mirrored as well. And when it came to reading it, I just was, you know, mixing it all quite a lot. And I thought that was pretty fucking normal when I saw my old... I had an old textbook of back when I was still 5, and I had seen all the words were like completely like jumbled up. So I just assumed that's just what a 5-year-old does, right? And even I pointed it out. You're green now? What the fuck? I pointed it out to my mom even then, and I was like, damn, I really did not know how to write, huh? And she said, yeah, haha, anyways. And we moved on, and even in that moment, she never told me that, hey, you actually got diagnosed with dyslexia because you had other stuff going on as well. And people used to make fun of me because I never knew my right and my lefts, and I still don't. I still struggle with that sometimes. You know what's so fucking stupid? It was so stupid. That's my biggest pet peeve, right? When I tell people I don't know my right and my left, they're like, just make an L with your hand, and just the L, the right L is your left. They're both L. They're both L. And I never knew that was actually something to do with dyslexia. Because every time people would tell me, just make an L with your hand and the right L is... I would look down and I'm like, man, they're both L though. They both look like L. What the fuck? So that happened. And it was only like last year or something that I was talking to my mom about how hard it was trying to prove to people that I actually knew stuff in school, but they just wouldn't trust me because of my not good grades. And my mom was like, yeah, it's because you had dyslexia. What? She was like, yeah, you had dyslexia. I was like, had? What, like, just for funsies? And she's like, no, your teachers, I was one of them, but they didn't want to take my opinion on it, even though she is like a professional, like she's a trained teacher for kids of a certain age, and she's trained to know of certain learning disabilities in kids. to pick up on it, to not diagnose it officially, but she knows how to actually work with kids with certain disabilities. And she said, I noticed those things about you. And I brought it up with the school board. So the other teachers also got involved, and then we did like big observations on you when you were still young, and all your teachers would like give you random tasks, and we would try to figure out what's going on, and then they all came to a consensus that you might be suffering from dyslexia. Then we took you to a psychiatrist or whatever the fuck, whoever it is, and they did like a very quick test. They looked at the different like case study that the teachers had compiled together or whatever, and then it was like determined that you do have dyslexia. And then I knew how to deal with the kids with dyslexia, of course, because I was trained in it. So I taught you accordingly. And I was like, ow. All right. And all my other teachers were also trained in that field, so they taught me like it was a regular school. It wasn't like a specific for kids with dyslexia type of school. It was just a regular school. It's just teachers were very trained, which is pretty cool. But then we moved away and we went to a very big city, and the big city did not give a fuck about kids, especially in a public type of school. And so I got fucked over because all the teachers were like, no, your kid is too dumb. We need to like keep her back for a whole like academic year. She can't progress. She's not smart enough. That was tragic, especially with my math being so ass too. Do you think you turned out better than if you did? No. No, because a lot of other problems came with it. My elders knew about it, right? So my older sibling was pretty young. Didn't matter how much they knew. But my grandparents, aunts, uncles, my dad, everyone knew. But then they just, I don't know, life had too much going on, so they just conveniently forgot that boy is dyslexic. I think maybe in their head, maybe they just assumed it's a thing you grow out of, or it's a thing that only affects kids. I don't fucking know. I can't get into their head and figure out why they were so strict with me and my lack of grades. They thought I was just not doing or trying hard enough, or I was lazy. Like, I remember my aunts and uncles would like pester me to tell them my grades. Like, they would sometimes like take me in a corner and be like, so what grades did you get? And they would compare me with their very able children because their children were like crazy like study types, as expected. Asian fucking families, I guess. I don't fucking know. And so they would constantly pester me about my grades, and every achievement that was not grade related or academic related, they would just like be brushed off. So it did take a while. Not even a while. Like there were too many moments where I had to. Yeah, I Asian families are very, very strict when it comes to grades. My dad was not around too much. He was always away at work, so he never really I don't know, he never had the time to actually sit down and pay attention to the fact that I just can't fucking understand what I'm even doing wrong, to be honest with you. I thought I was trying hard, but words just did not make sense. And especially if like constantly for years people are trying to convince you that you're not smart, or you need to be held back, or that you have some like, it's not even like a disability. Like, no one even informed me of any form of disability that I might have had. It's just purely you're lazy, you don't work hard enough, you just waste time. And I was a very creative kid. I used to write poetry when I was a kid, because I really enjoyed that shit. I used to paint a lot as a kid, and I used to make up stories, and I would share those stories with my elders, and I had like this whole world made up in my head, and there was like laws and shit in that world too. And I was like 9 or 10 years old when I had that going, and people then in my family called me by that nickname that I gave to that world. So it was always like I was always a very creative kid, but it wasn't rewarded. It wasn't seen as a good thing. It was seen as like a distraction. So my elders, not knowing any better, they would ban me, ban me from doing all of that shit. They'd be like, "No, you're not allowed to paint until you finish up your homework." And I would say, all right, and I would do my homework completely wrong because I didn't even at some point I would try really hard and I would just not get good grades or a good result or anything like to show that I tried hard. It got to a point where my teachers wanted to hold me back, and one of them was successful in doing it. I had to repeat an entire year of school because they thought I just was not smart enough. They also would constantly call my dad and be like, "Oh, she needs to be put in a different type of school because she has she has problems," even though I did not have those problems. And my dad, again, he's like a busy guy. He really genuinely did not have the time to actually pay attention to his children. It is what it is. So he just, not knowing any better, he was very stressed because my elder siblings, I have 2 older siblings, they are very academically gifted, and I just was not. And so they thought that I have like behavioral problems, and I was put on just a lot of timeouts and stuff. That's a very lenient way of saying what actually went down, but you guys don't need to know that. So everyone was doing what they thought was best. Was definitely not the best, but I think I would, when I was younger. When I was really, really young, I actually wanted to be a scientist when I grew up. That was like one of the things that I wanted to do. But every time I would tell my family members that, they would laugh at me and they'd be like, "Oh, scientists get good grades." And I'd be like, "Aw, damn it, I don't get good grades." And then they'd be like, "Well, a scientist needs to know a lot about maths." And that was their way of, I don't know, in a fucked up way, trying to encourage me to do better somehow. But I just fucking couldn't, and so I just gave up on that dream very early on. And then I wanted to be a singer, and then someone in my family said, "Only whores become singers." I'm like, okay. All right, I guess I'm not doing that. That's fucked up. They said, don't bring dishonor to this family by becoming a whore. That's so fucked up. That's so messed up. And I was like, all right, there goes that dream. And so I decided to become an artist because my mom is an artist as well. She's a very, very cool, talented artist. And a lot of my aunts from my mom's side are artists as well. And they were very chill with that shit. But I think if I was given the proper attention as a kid in terms of my academics, I might have... I could have avoided some traumas that I didn't need, Like being cornered by my aunts, them pestering me about my fucking grades and then comparing me to their kids, and then being like, "Oh, how come you can't get good grades? What's wrong with you?" Like, bitch, I don't fucking know what's wrong. Leave me alone. But, everything that has happened to me up until this moment has led me to be right here as a VTuber, sharing my art with you guys. And I am the type of person that is passionate about whatever I do. So I am passionate about the art that I make. If I was anything but an artist, I would have been equally passionate. So I don't really regret what had happened. I wouldn't really change it because there's not much that would change in my mindset, only in my activities maybe, but my mindset would have still been the same. I'm equally passionate about this. If I was doing anything else, I know myself, and I would have been equally passionate about that too. If I was an astronaut, like trying to go to space or something, I would have been very passionate about that too. I mean, I still could be fucking passionate about it. Haha. I could still go to space if I want to. I just don't want to. I was going to say it sounds like an Asian family. Yeah, I am Asian. How could you tell? That's crazy. I'm sorry if that's too many traumies. I don't mean to trauma dump. Oh, yeah. But that's just how it is, you know. Don't fault the fish for its inability to climb a tree. Yeah. On that note, I must bench. I hope you have a nice rest. Niobium. I got it. Hope you rest well. Welcome in, Kitty Boy Sex. How you doing? 1483 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9. What up, Rekai? What up, Kitty Boy Sex? How you doing? I'll take care of Atria. I think you're already gone though. Oops. Try for what I wanted for my model design? Sure, Groggy. It would be possible. I do have a Discord channel server. I have a Discord server if you guys would like to join that and share your art or whatever it is that you're talking about right now. Why not? Speaking of, I have to read you guys' poetry. Am I going to rate it? Or do you guys want me to read it tomorrow? Like fully? Because I would like to end stream soon today. I don't want to go on for too long today. By too long, I mean like another 10 minutes at best. Alright, I'm going to read you guys' poetry tomorrow. Alright? It's going to be the first thing that I do. That's not true, but I will do it. Promise. And I'll be assigning you guys all your points as well. The coolest thing about joining your stream is that you still call me Kitty Boy Sex because I remember. Even if Twitch debuffed you, I still remember. This week, however, I will give you guys a guild quest. And it is a very small, very chill guild quest. Right? I'm not gonna push you guys into making any like VTUBE assets for me or anything like that. If you don't want to, if you want to, feel free, and I might use it. But this week's guild quest is help Cuckoo design a spoopy month costume, so a Halloween-esque costume. And I will give you guys 2,000 points for it if you help me. For every idea, I'll give you guys 1,000 points. Let's go with that. For every idea you guys give me, I'll give you guys 1,000 points. Yeah, you guys gotta help me figure out my costume for Spoopy Month. And I would like to wear all of the costumes that you guys might suggest. So I will give you guys 1,000 for each ideas you give me. A scary costume? It could be a scary costume. Why not? You guys can drop your ideas or your recommendations in hold on. Let me see. In our chat. You guys can drop your ideas in our chat. Yeah. And it's gonna be like a Spoopy Month special. And for the next entire month, as you guys know, October is right around the corner. It's gonna start next week, so I'm going to be playing a bunch of scary games, or just a bunch of spoopy games for the whole month. So I'm probably not gonna be playing my regular games, you know, like Monster Hunter that I haven't played in 3 months. Probably not gonna be playing that though, unless I decide to. I will be doing some art streams as well, but I would love to wear the costumes you guys recommend to me. That would make my entire day, actually. As for your poetry, I will read those tomorrow. So that I can actually like sit down and enjoy and dissect and you know, go over all of it. So if you guys are worried about missing out on it, don't worry, I'll read it tomorrow. I know a lot of you guys sent your crazy poetry and I can't wait to read it. And I'm going to critique it, alright? So you guys have to be fucking ready for that shit. I was going to start on either Monster Hunter or No Man's Sky. Ooh? Start? As in, start the game? Hell yeah. Monster Hunter is a great game. I love playing Monster Hunter. It is quite great. I know you guys get so sad because I don't play it as often anymore, but I will play it. Don't worry. I've never played it. Ooh, you should. Are you talking about World or Wilds though? Tomorrow is going to be another art stream, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Right now, however, I would like to raid out. My wife is probably streaming. And if Airu is not streaming, let me just find someone else. Ooh. Is Airu finishing up Silk Song? I think so. Yeah. Damn, I'm just moving a lot, huh? Alright, you guys, I'm gonna throw you guys 2 words. Airu. And thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys again would like to know updates and shit and also join in for Guild Quest, I have a Discord server, so do join. Where the fuck is the right button? There we go. Do join my Discord server. Oh, Airu. She showed up for the first time. I didn't have to like search her entire name. Alright, everybody get ready to raid out to Airu. She's a very wonderful streamer. She's very adorable. She's my waifu. You guys know. You guys already know. Here's you guys' raid message. I'm sorry it's such a short stream today, but I do have a lot of work that I need to finish up. So I wrote the wrong fucking thing, didn't I? There we go. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for watching. Damn, I need to lay the fuck down or something. Yeah. I will read the poetry tomorrow. That way I can actually like dissect the whole thing. I'm still on Hollow Knight. See, yeah. Well, Airu is currently playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. I think she might be finishing it up, but who knows, to be honest. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Now it is time for me to rest and work. Bye bye.